Gotta wake up, just pray. 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 Gotta wake up and just pray. Promise it'll be okay. Yeah, he gon' make a way. I don't care about what they say. Gotta wake up, just pray. Wake up, just pray. Wake up, just pray. Promise it gon' be okay. Gotta wake up, just pray. Wake up, just pray. Wake up, just pray. I promise it's gon' be okay. I see you looking. What they saying? I'm standing up. I'm a stand-up man. How I do it? I've been praying. You been falling down. You been playing. I'ma finally live my life. Cause I done finally found Christ. Better get your mind right. Gotta wake up and just pray. Promise it'll be okay. Yeah, he gon' make a way. I don't care about what they say. You gotta wake up and just pray. Wake up and just pray. Wake up and just pray. Promise it gon' be okay.
You gotta wake up and
Wake up and just pray. I promise it's gon' be okay. Wonder how I do it. Wake up and get to it. Wonder how I do it. Wake up and get still left, still right. I've been praying all day and all night. Still right. I've been praying all day and night. Gotta wake up and just pray. 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 Gotta wake up and just pray. Wake up and just pray. Wake up and just pray. Gotta wake up and just pray.
What's good, man? Y'all go ahead and hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit the like button. Let's go over some of these videos. You know what I'm saying? Go over this video I was checking out. We're blessed to see another day. Today, I just took my morning and last night. Just been trying to prepare myself to get ready for this next test. And just getting stuff right, ordering stuff for the business, stuff like that. Ordering what I ordered. Oh, I ordered a water heater today for the business, so we can have hot and cold water on the car. I'm just enjoying it, learning new things, and you know what I'm saying. I'm on YouTube University heavy right now, just looking at different stuff, and I just want my car just stand out, look official like everybody else that's doing it the right way. Y'all know I got a big personality. Y'all don't want nothing small. I want everything big, even if I got to build it. You know what I mean? Man, everything, like I said, is going great. I hope everybody enjoyed this video that I'm about to go over. My ears is to the streets, like my boy Craig. Shout out. I hear everything. I see everything. I don't miss nothing. But, the show must goes on. You must be 10. You got to be 10 toes down. You know what I mean? You got to take those 2 eyes and see everything like you got 4, if you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You got to keep walking. You feel me? And keep stepping. Anyway, I got this video, man, I want to show. I feel like Trump winning over the black community right now. Not just the black community, but Democrats, period. And this video is going to show the evidence. And I know a lot of y'all don't like Trump, and I understand what's going on in these files and this and that. I'm seeing it all. I don't know what's true, what's not true. Far as the presidency go, I'm just, I'm seeing what we definitely need. You know what I mean? Past what he had going on, what he got going on. I think I can relate a little bit to this, to the lady that's in the video. I think I can relate, and I think we can agree, and we can disagree. So to my people, you know what I'm saying, let's be respectful. If you want to share the video, we go start off with this. If we go on to anything else, if I feel like jumping to anything else, I might restart the video. But them files is crazy. But for this one, I want to go over this video so I can get my perspective on my channel. And review it. Yeah, them foul stuff been crazy. Like if you got a Facebook, you see so much popping up. Facebook, I don't know if they paying people to post or people trying to go viral, but Facebook got a lot going on. You know the sad part about it? They have a lot of fouls and stuff that has happened in Brunswick, Georgia, and St. Simon's Island in Savannah, Georgia, which way all the ports at. Where if you know, that's where some of the first slave trades was at. Down those rivers and all that, all the water be all where the weird stuff go at because you can ship in and out easy. But yeah, we seeing a lot, and plus they got the Gulf Streams, the private airports and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of stuff is popping up from my hometown, which is wild. So I appreciate y'all for coming in, checking in. I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate y'all when I'm just posting and y'all commenting. I appreciate the growth. I know a lot of people have a lot to say about this channel and me as a person. I'm not here for everybody to understand me and get me. A lot of people, they will lose everything because they don't want to grow. They don't want to understand the difference in when it's your time, it's your time. When it's over with, it's over with. You can upgrade yourself and you can do better, or you can just fail. And I'm not one of them people to where I would just sit there and just fall straight down on my face. You know what I mean? I'm just being 100 with you. And I pay attention to a lot of content creators and the stuff that they do. When people pretend, when people start to fail, they start to point out everything else that everyone else got going on, especially if other people in the same type of industry as them. You will notice they'll start getting on podcasts and pointing out everything. This person, that person, that person, that person. Because they sprawling out. And it's like when you doing good, your everyday won't be that routine. When you progressing, you'll try to run away from negativity. It won't even sit right with your spirit. You know how bad I want to go live, but I'm in a happy space. You know what I mean? It's so fun. Like, I think that as humans, we got to continue to grow and continue to build and find new hobbies and find new things to get into. I'm new on here. You know what I mean? I'm new on here. So with me, I'm gonna continue to grow. I'm gonna continue to learn. I'm gonna continue to make sure I come on here and give my all and give my best. At this point, when it comes down to social media with me, I feel like I am a professional. I've been in other places. I have done it for years. I understand that people can have likes, views, and comments, and they still wouldn't know how to maneuver as far as content. People can like you as a person, but your content can be horrible. People can watch you because you got pretty eyes, a pretty smile, or your shape or your size, pause. And that has nothing to do with content. I always wanted to put content before how I look or what I got in life. I learned that the content really keep people coming. Content was what keep the people around, and you here to feed these people. If these people go support you, these people want to see you grow. That's why I've never been a fan of getting donations and just doing nothing with it. My supporters, we like a community. Y'all get to watch me grow. We grow together. And I'm thankful. You know what I mean? I'm thankful. I could come on here. I could do chaos. I could come on here. I could talk about some regular stuff. I could come on here. I see one person keep saying, hey, I need to get the freestyles back popping. We'll get to that. But it took me a minute to get my algorithm back. You know what I mean? Get my stuff together. Salute, man. I hope them girls do good at their dance competition. Like I say, as I continue to, put myself in this position and get these things together. I got somebody new coming to YouTube too. One of my bros, they will be coming to YouTube. You already know I always keep a wild card. So I got somebody coming to YouTube. He do music. I'm working with him. And I'm gonna put him on here. You know what I mean? Yeah. I gotta bring somebody from the trenches on here. So we gotta keep it spicy around here. He very talented. He got his own everything. You know me, a lot of my people who I done dealt with, they came home from prison and they got their life right. And it's good to see, you know, I motivated people like that. It's good to see is people like that I can reach back and help out. You know what I mean? And they doing good. You know what I'm saying? Got their life right, got their own everything, you know, and doing it and handling business. Not out here making a bunch of babies doing this and doing that. So, you know, one of the little bros, bring them through. You know what I mean? Good dude, talented. And, you know, spice the sector up a little bit. See what we can do. See what we can do. It's time to get it back popping on here, if you know what I'm saying. Get bros on here. Let's turn this thing up. But anyway, let's go over this video, man. Let's see what's going on. Definitely very, very talented. I might play one of his songs in this live. But I'm going to try to keep this live separated. So we'll tap in a minute. But let's go over this video, man. Let's go over this video right here with Trump. Say Black Grandma grabs the mic from Trump. Y'all check out this video right here from my boy LV Nation. Make sure y'all go sub up and check them out. Check them out. I will be speeding it up a little bit. Playback speed. I will be speeding it up, so I don't have to worry about no strikes or nothing. All right, fair use. Let's go over this video.
Tragically lost her grandson to violence in 2017. Felicia
Okay, so let me explain the video. So this lady, this grandmother, she has lost her grandson to violence in DC. Now we saw Trump bring all the troops down there, and you know he been putting DC, Chicago, and all them areas on ice. I'm talking about on ice. So everybody was complaining at first, like, man, this seemed racist. This, that, and the third going on. Man, hey, man, salute to that. Cause it take people like that, KD. Salute. So let's check this out, man. Let's check this out. A lot of people was going against when Trump sent them troops. So let's see, man. It's a few months later, so let's see the evidence of the work that he done in these communities.
So sorry, and you are a spectacular person. If you could say a few words, please. Thank you very much. Yes, come on. Oh yeah. Oh, help her up. We don't want any mistakes. Come on. Yes, you can. Thank you. So nice. I like her.
How y'all feel about Trump giving her a hug? You know what I'm saying? I don't think this no paid advertisement. Y'all free to say how y'all feel. I think this is real. I don't think this is no somebody he found and paid her to come do any of this stuff. I feel like this is real. This is authentic. So y'all tune in. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this right here.
Please.
I like him too. One thing I like about him, he keeps it real, just like Grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president. I am filled, my cup runneth over. Because he allowed his constituents, his people to come to my house to interview me, to talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for murder. I marched, I rallied, I pulled out other families in the District of Columbia that had murders and did not have answers. Ooh. We marched and we rallied, and nobody heard me, Democrats. Get mad at me.
Y'all heard it. She ain't nobody heard her, and she said, Democrats, don't be mad at me for this video. But it's some of y'all grandmothers who out here feeling better in their community because them troops was put on the ground. So, you know, that, hey, don't be mad at me. It's the video. This is how she feeling. This is her experience with the president.
And so this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? Then they invited me twice before Congress to testify for the beautiful bill that's going to change crime in the district. If you kill somebody, okay, you take a life, you do life. Just that simple. If you do a harsh crime, you do harsh time. Just that simple. And then we need National Guard, and which we did years ago. He brought it on. I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that.
I mean, could y'all agree DC Can y'all agree DC needed the troops there? Do y'all feel like it was needed? Because she said years ago, she felt like they should have been somebody. But, you know, the government make money when the prison systems is filled up with people like that look like me and you. Literally. It's crazy. They just picked up 60 people from my neighborhood, females and all. Either one of them was one of my cousins. So you know what I'm saying? And he haven't been in the streets in the last 2 years. I've been talking to him every day about business. Before he went in, this man dedicated himself and been working at the port and moving his letter cards up and been at work. I'm talking about completely out the way for the last 2 years. But they came and picked him up from something that happened 3 years ago. You see what I'm saying? We got to be able to break that cycle. And it's going to take some time the National Guard coming, making the city hot, making these people think like, man, you know what? This ain't worth it. To me, I'd rather see the National Guard come to my neighborhoods and control it a little bit than them come pick up 40 to 50 different people from my neighborhood. And you seeing females that do hair. You seeing guys that you know that's really not in the streets like that. But they probably needed some bill money and they probably want to go catch that one play. And now they're looking at a federal prison sentence because they felt like they needed to go do that to make money. One of the girls who, it was 2 people that was on a federal case in Brunswick that's now back in jail, and they just bonded out 2 weeks ago because they was communicating with one of the guys that was on the case. Back in jail because they picked up the phone from their family member and they on the same case. I'd rather see the troops riding through my neighborhood and can't nobody sell no drugs. They seeing people you grew up with or people that you family with on the news, and you know they might be looking at a lot of time. And it's crazy when they happy that, man, look, man, I'm a tier 1. Yeah, this right here, this category, this only 1 or 4 years. And I'm in my mind frame, listen, I'm like, you know how much can happen in 1 to 4 years? You know what you can do with your life in 1 to 4 years just by doing the right thing. So that's why it's important that we have these people that's in the office that want to crack down on what's going on in the streets because it's a problem. I made a post. This is how I know we hypocrites. I made a post when it happened. I said, man, it's a bad, I can't lie. It's a bad drug problem in Brunswick. It's a bad drug problem in Brunswick for real. I had people coming on there like, man, you know, take this down. I had somebody else say, man, since you moved, man, it seemed like, you know, a lot of these things, you know, you kind of debunk it. Let's say that. And the reason why is because you can't hustle for real in Brunswick. It's one of the world's biggest federal system. I'm seeing people who I went to high school with that used to be straight A students that's now drug addicts. I seen a girl who I used to creep with, and I saw her on the Glenn County news page. I'm like, dang, bro, I remember when she hit the city, but she was bad. And I'm looking, I'm like, what's going on? I call home, man, yeah, man, she on that Molly. I'm like, what? And then it's not even real Molly they selling. Every other day we got somebody overdosing on meth or heroin. And a lot of these people, they don't know what they're doing. They not taking it serious. They not taking it serious about this drug. Cause the only thing they thinking about, man, I get this off, man, this gonna be good. I'm gonna make me some money. I'm gonna make me some money, man. I'm gonna make me some money. No, We can't just only think about the money. I've been there. I know how I feel when you get that pack. You only think about that money and hoping you don't get caught. But you're not thinking about that person who you hurting. You're not thinking about, man, this person on a habit. This right here can kill it. You're not thinking about none of that. You're not thinking about, man, if I get it to this person, they might end up passing away, and now I got to do life over a few bucks. Because people in the streets, they don't give you a brochure. They're not giving you the only thing they go teach you in the streets is don't get caught. Don't snitch. They not telling you, bro, listen, you go get caught. You go get because when the homie was asking me today talking about music, I asked him, I said, hey, bro, I know you got a job, bro, but if you got anything going on in the streets, I can't help you with music. Bro, I can't help you because it's going to waste my time because it's 365 days in a year and you go get caught. So I said, I done seen you reset your life. I've been watching you now. I've been seeing you do good for like the last 2 years, just working, staying out of the way. I see you done got you a house, you done got you a car. Man, you got a real good job. You got it going. You know what I mean? He like, nah, bro. Never going back. I ain't with. That done something to me because I know he being honest. Because he stuck to, he said, man, so many people have changed them. I said, yeah, that's how they do. When you want to do right, that's how they do. When they expect you to fail, that's how they do. They're going to talk about you. You got to let them talk. Like the day I heard my name all over YouTube, I'm just listening. But I made it out of that cycle. That's why this video is important to me because I know how this grandmother feel. She feel good in her heart that her community a little bit safe. Even though she lost one, she can protect another. And that's how we gotta feel. We gotta stop seeing all this. No, is the job getting done? It's plenty of cricket people in the office. When you walk in your job and the owner, imagine what he do. If his wife can tell you all the flaws in him, we got to stop getting in there about it business. They getting the job done. Get your money, go home. Ain't nobody perfect. I can honestly say, I'm not even shocked no more when I hear about some of these people's personality. It'd be like, oh, you too? When I hear about a celebrity or something going on, I'm like, you too? And that's a problem. But you got to get yours in mind, your business. You got to make sure you doing the right thing. You got devils and you got angels. You got God's people and you got demons. Which one are you? What side of the field is you on? And that's how I wake up and move around with that on my mind. But let's check out this black grandma.
Racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news, hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. Back up off of him. And grandma said it.
Run that back.
Then they invited me twice before Congress.
Run his back.
His constituents, his people.
I like her. Please.
I like him too. One thing I like about him, he keeps it real, just like grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president. I am filled, my cup runneth over. Because he allowed his constituents, his people to come to my house to interview me, to talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for murder. I marched, I rallied, I pulled out other families in the District of Columbia that had murders and did not have answers. Ooh. We marched and we rallied, and nobody heard me, Democrats. Get mad at me. Until this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? Then they invited me twice before Congress to testify for the beautiful bill that's going to change crime in the district. If you kill somebody, okay, you take a life, you do life. Just that simple. If you do a harsh crime, you do harsh time. Just that simple. And then we need National Guard, and which we did years ago. He brought it on. I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news, hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. Back up off him. And Grandma said it.
Hello. 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 Hey, that wasn't paid for. See, you gotta see the evidence. It ain't all about the police is in the community and you can't drive to the store now with your gun and your weed and your dope in the car. Oh, your baby daddy can't go sell no dope because the police and the block is hot. Well, guess what? That might have saved his life that day. He could have got robbed that day. He could have got shot that day. I think with our people, we ain't got, and not all our people, but we didn't got too familiar with breaking the law. I grew up in a neighborhood where people would tell, hey, police out there, police out there. Yeah, the old woman, they'll come out there. Yes. Yeah, don't go out there today. Yeah, it's hot. But ain't nobody riding around saying, hey, you know they hiring down there at Walmart. They ain't like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You know you can go down there, you start your LLC, you go on this, you know what I'm saying? You get some good credit. The stuff that they should be informing the children about or the youth about, they ain't worried about that. They more worried about telling you, hey, don't the police riding around today? That's too much energy in the wrong place. And we got to get back putting it into the right place. Y'all don't remember riding through the neighborhood and your auntie had the little corner store? Your homeboy mama, they owned the barber shop. Your other auntie, she owned the salon. Y'all don't remember when all the businesses was in our neighborhoods? Because that little peanut done wasn't shooting up the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You can actually walk through your neighborhood and feel safe. The kids could actually be outside and play all day. That's where we got to get life back at. Everybody say the children not outside playing. It's not safe outside. Everybody complain about tablet kids. Why is them kids on the tablets? As a whole, when them troops, listen, the last federal pickup I just saw in my city, it wasn't just black folks. No. I saw my white homies I went to school with, like literally. I saw my homies' fathers on there. So it's not nowadays when it's a drug bust, it's never all black people no more. You might see us, you might see a Spanish guy, you might see a white guy. Everybody is trying to find a way to make some money. So I would never just look at it like it's a color thing. I look at it as it's a street thing. But I can only speak from like my experience. You see what I'm saying? Like I can only speak from what I see or my experience of being someone who polluted the neighborhood before. You know what I mean? Who out there and thinking that this is normal activity. You got 10 guys outside posted up smoking weed, music blazing. You know what I mean? You feel me? You think that's just a normal y'all chilling y'all, but really you making you knocking the value of your neighborhood down. So again, we gotta learn the values. We gotta put that value back in the day, man. People tell you, hey, get from around here with all that. So I can only speak on my neighborhood and as far as what I saw and for what I see. And I can honestly say this. Coming from that generation that had the hood hot, that was in that federal indictment, it ain't do nothing but tear most stuff down, then build it up. And the only reason the feds came and got us because the city had got a big grant. Now the city just got $1 million grant again for cameras. They just picked up 60 people. How did they get that $1 million grant for them cameras? Oh, they got to show us a drug problem. They got to show us a problem to get that surveillance. That's what it's called, surveillance. I'm trying to say it right. So what I'm saying is I actually done went to the meetings and sat in the office of the mayor. And they wanted to do community events and stuff like that. So with me, I know how it go. When I had a friend that worked at the city hall, literally, and told me straight up when I got out, yeah, y'all got picked up because they had got a big grant. And they trying to clean up the area around your neighborhood because they want to buy up the houses in that community, because even though it's in the hood, it also is in the range for kids to go to the white folk school on that island. And the houses is cheap. So what they do is they go and clean up the neighborhoods. They'll find all the gangbangers, all the drug dealers, and they'll start getting them one by one and clean up the neighborhood to make it look like it's safe for they people to move out of there. It's crazy how that cycle repeats itself. It's crazy. They read.
Wow.
Wow, from Trump. Trump's reaction was funny, man, because he's just looking around like, wow, I can't believe this. And the whole entire room literally erupted from that very moment. So again, to all those white progressive liberals, I've been warning y'all for a very long time. There is people out there that you love to think like you, that don't think like you, that are conservative by nature, love Jesus by nature, right? And with this grandma and like many other grandmas around the country, many of them, different races, cultures, backgrounds, have lost children to violence, gang violence, and the way that they have grown up. And I've seen it myself growing up in the Bronx. So I know that there's a lot of people that voted for Trump because of their experiences, right? And of course, white progressive liberals are going to be mad about this the most. Unfortunately for them, that grandmother did not care. And it's funny because this wasn't even the only thing they spoke about, right? And she's literally talking and telling people, let the man do his job. That is her feelings. That is how she cares. But people would watch that and they trip out and have a meltdown over it as if they don't understand why certain demographics that usually don't vote Republican are now beginning to switch their vote. It's not good for the Democrats right before the midterms. Anyways, so they began to, they kept going. And
do y'all believe people is starting to switch their votes? Do y'all believe that, people is starting to see? This the most I've seen most black people involved really with a president and you seeing regular people have a voice in a long time. And I may say crazy, like I may sound crazy saying this, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some old, stuff going on with Obama and see if like a lot of our people was, on that mic. But just to see a ordinary woman being able to be in front of that, that podium and being able to speak on stuff that's going on locally, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Yes, Republicans are switching to them. No, Republicans is not switching. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Because a lot of people starting to figure out the truth in that the Black Lives Matter movement. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you, when you go out there and you try to do the work in your community, you're going to see really who the ones who's going to be like, no, we can't donate to that little league football team. And then you want to see the ones who actually donate. you just got to get out there and just see, like, past your neighborhood. You got to, and past your feelings. You gonna realize a lot, like, who actually funding this stuff and who actually closing more of this stuff down. Remember, in this world, a lot of this stuff is smoke and mirrors. So like a lot of these celebrities, y'all thought that was nice and sweet and this and that. And now a lot of y'all starting to see like, whoa, wait a minute. This person ain't like that. We will see during midterms. That outcome will let us know. A lot of us was programmed to vote Democrat because our parents told us to until we got older. So, yeah, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, just like the Martin Luther King thing. I don't agree no more now that I'm adult with more Martin Luther King. I push towards more the Malcolm X movement. Martin Luther King made us lose a lot. And the reason why I say this, in my opinion, is because we had our own everything, our own neighborhoods, we had our own businesses. We was all about Black-owned business. It wasn't just a thing. It wasn't just a brand. It wasn't just a saying. It was a way of life back then. We went from that to now saying Black-owned business is like a royalty. Why should that be a royalty when that should be normal? That should be like normal. That should be like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna ketchup and mustard on your hot dog. But it's like a steak now. It's like you got Black-owned business. It's like a steak. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it shouldn't feel like that. It should feel normal. And I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? It's normal for those that know, right? And I'm learning so much. And let's say this: a lot of the stuff I'm learning now, it makes me feel like, boy, hey, listen, as a grown man, I don't have a taste for stupidity. I don't have a taste for bare minimum. I can't hear your sad story. Like if you on the flow and I'm talking about you ain't got nothing going, I'm gonna look at you like this and say, you playing with life. You playing. Me, it's so much because you done let people tell you what you can and can't do. Like with the food business. Yeah, it's a lot of hurdles and jumps I'm going through, but it's what I should be going through. I should be getting these certifications. I should have to make sure my car is right. I should have running hot water, running cold water, the proper utensils, having a sanitation, but I should have that. But we got to remove the procrastination out of our mindset and our heart to where, nah, man, I'm just gonna cook me some barbecue wings on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? When Lil Peanut have a block party, y'all, I'm just gonna pull the smoke up, bro, and y'all come get a plate. We gotta go back to thinking how we was thinking so big back in the day. This is teaching me patience, and now with seeing the different certifications to go harder, it make me want to do something else that people make it look like it's hard. Because I can honestly agree and say, you know what, you just weren't focused. I'm waking up playing my videos, trying to study, trying to make it work. But I also have to slow myself down because I'll be ready to jump out there. Learn a little more, but I'm so excited that I don't care if I take the test, I don't pass, I'll go back and do it again. I'll make sure the next time I do it right. That's the how can I put it? That's the determination that I have right now. That's my mindset. Hey, you need to go make something big. You need to go make something grow. See what I'm saying? You got to go make something grow. It ain't about just Trump. I'm looking at the safety in the community. Obama could have been a president right now. And I would have played this video, especially for Obama sent troops in neighborhoods to make it where these grannies can walk to the store. We ain't got to see people on RP shirts. Yes, I'm all for it. I don't see color. I don't see Democrat. I don't see Republican. What I do see is a woman saying the results. And that's where it's at. So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? I'm just going over this content, but it's also real life for me because I know how when these laws get made, y'all that's complaining and about this and that, guess what? Guess who get affected? Them people that look like you and me, and even if they are other color, the ones that be moving around thinking that they can still maneuver in the streets and still thinking that you can do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't saw a president that looked like me in the office. You see this? I ain't saw a president that looked like me. I'm dark brown. I'm just saying, fair use. So I can't feel no type of way about none of it because no, I didn't have a me in the office. I ain't have a me in the office. Then let that sizzle in your spirit. So I don't care. We ain't have one of us in office. Y'all want to go by the laws that was passed? Y'all want to talk about how the sports, how the opposite sex can go into the same bathroom? How they allowed to have these shows that's programming these kids? Huh? Boy, stop. Like, boy, stop. Ain't nothing like y'all. Ain't nothing that looked like one of y'all uncles. I talked it like one of y'all uncles was in that office. And we can't even act like it. We got sold a theory, a dream, and we thought it was gonna be this. But with us, bro, I got cousins that ain't never grew up in my neighborhood. They my cousin, but they so far away from the connection. They don't talk like us. They don't walk like us. We over here playing basketball, football. They over there in the 4-H camp. So they can't even relate to what we actually saw and actually been through. They ain't telling you about food stamps. They don't know about your mama saying, I'm gonna be out for this week here. If I work more hours this week, they gonna cut my stamps off. What? What you mean you ain't gonna work harder so you can get more? They don't understand that language. So how you go get in the office and talk politics? Well, you can't understand that some of our people will get on Social Security so they won't go do more. Literally. So they can walk down there to the yard and get drunk, and at the end of the month, they go get a check. And they killing themselves, and they getting paid more to disable themselves. And they ain't got to do much. They can find a friend to live with, a female to live with, a family member to live with, and they cool. Nah, man, we gotta go back to them old school granddaddies when they had them trucks and they out there working. Not the mind frame of we don't need to do more just to get something from somebody. That pushes us back. So when I know this, when I done saw this, nah, man. And there's people out there like that. If it was me, it would be against the law to not have a job. Don't put me in office. Yeah, it will be against the law. You on child support and you ain't taking care. Hey, you gotta have a job. You on probation, every probation mandatory, you gotta have a job. No, you can't go back to prison. You gotta work. I don't care if the state taking money out your check. You have to work. You gotta go get a trade. Why do you gotta send us to prison to go get a trade? If we got a liquor store on every corner, then why we can't put a trade school on every corner? We got a church on every corner. Let's put the trade schools in the churches. So we can fix our issues. But you know what they'd rather do? Spend $1 million on cameras to watch your brothers, your sisters, and your cousins so they can come and pick them back up again. See, they making their job easier to lock y'all up. They make more money and they do less work. The government is making it where they do less work, but we do more. And as long as we keep worrying about if the president black, white, blue, green, and yellow, they gonna be the ones keep winning. They the ones who gonna be winning. Oh, that people hiring. And if they ain't hiring, go make your own job. It's somebody right now. All right, I'm gonna start at the lowest, right? It's somebody right now probably making $10,000 a month off of just signing contracts of taking trash out for these apartment complexes. Somebody decided to get a truck, get a push cart, and they decided to go down to these complexes. Hey, I got insurance. I got a license. I'm LLC. I can even give you some of the profit. We can charge these people $20 a month to take out their trash. And I will give you $5 off of each $20. Just let me operate. And it will keep your trash from overloading and being all over the parking lot, because we'll be knocking on their doors and I'll be getting each trash can. I will be coming down. Guess who got that? The Spanish guys. They got that on lock. And I'm not being racist, but we gotta stop looking at the jobs and create our own job. See what I'm saying? So I feel like, come on, man. And that's just me talking about the trash, because now that's becoming high demand. All these apartments steady getting built up one by one. You got 300 apartments, and imagine $20 a month. Now imagine you got 4 apartments that you servicing that month, and they got at least 300 people contracted in with you. See what I'm saying? So it's how we look at it. It's how we look at it. Like I said, they got the game. We complain about it. And when I say we, I mean Americans. Did I vote for Trump? Nope. I ain't vote for nobody, to be honest. If I did vote, I wouldn't tell nobody on here I voted. I wouldn't tell nobody who I voted for. And if I did vote, I will come and say, no, I didn't vote. Because I understand how people change their opinion on you soon if you say who you like and who you don't like. Because people want to judge you off of that. Because you may see something that you like and you understand, and they may see something that they don't. Because a lot of us been taught to not like, you know what I mean, certain stuff. If I voting, I would be voting local on what's going on in my city. But if I did go vote, I'm gonna vote off of action. I'm gonna vote off of results. If I could go, I'm gonna go to ChatGPT and let me see the results. And if I see who results is actually showing the proof in the work, That's who I would go vote for. Wouldn't that be the smart thing to do? I mean, that's what I would do. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. That's what I would do. But who did you vote for, Donald? Who did you vote for?
And the conversations didn't stop with the grandma. That wasn't the only viral clip. Trump spoke about Nicki Minaj. Trump spoke about, Trump let another woman speak, speaking about school choice. You guys have to hear this. I mean, these are the real conversations that the Black community has been starving for. The Democrats have not given them because they have taken their vote for granted. Take a listen.
Well, I ditto, to God be the glory. And we're grateful for our president. He's doing some tremendous work. And I want to remind those that don't know that this was prophesied. So you weren't supposed to have the second term when it came about. This is your season. And God said that it was going to be rough the first 2 years and that things were going to happen. But then the last 2 years are going to be great. And so. Yes, you're going to do some tremendous things. And so for that, we thank you. On behalf of all the mothers all around the world, I'm from Texas. I live in a zip code that I didn't have an opportunity to have a choice to go to school. And so when I raised my children, I wanted a better opportunity for them. And I'm so grateful to ACE scholarships and all the doors that the president is opening for education. My son was in a school that he didn't have any voice, and he found drugs in school and he died. And so I'm here today to just show my appreciation for all the moms around the world. We have a choice now. This choice is so important to mothers. I have a child that, because I had a choice, she's in private school. She's thriving. She's thriving. She's going to be an anesthesiology nurse, and she's doing great. And ACE scholarships was a big part of that. Changing education changes everything. Changing education changes everything. In my zip code, it feels like we were locked in a cage. And being locked in a cage and can't get out. And because of all of the things that you're doing for education, now we can get out and soar. Our children can have a chance to be prosperous, just like other children. And I thank you for that. This is a great opportunity. So on behalf of all the mothers all around the world, I stand here and I give you your flowers while you can still get them. Thank you. I appreciate you. Give me a hand. Thank you. And this is here.
Wow. Listen, man, that is Democrats' worst nightmare right there. I'll be honest with you. That is a Democrat's worst nightmare, because we're not talking like the cultural stuff about, we're talking about school choice, parental rights. We're talking about changing the landscape on crime through policies, helping kids go to school. And like, this stuff is very important. I actually spoke to George in front of the show.
That's very important. That's very... See, you got people in these neighborhoods that get it. They understand what they need. Sometimes you got to give a little to gain a lot, bro. Sometimes you got to give a little to gain a lot. Take that one with y'all. Now Republicans are great for school choice. Donna Donna is sticking to it.
Oh, you guys know who he is. We spoke about how stuff like this is very important to rise, because a lot of people always talk about the Black community. I always see these sometimes, right conservative voices, right wingers. They talk about Black people. We talk about, they always, whatever it is, like whether they're bashing or they're saying. But I think stuff like this, Trump really does care about. You know what I mean? And so this defeats a lot of these narratives that a lot of people have going on. It kind of brings the humanity out of it brings it into the space where I can talk about it to show you for yourself. You have a mother, speaking of having school choice, having better opportunities. Now her daughter is getting a higher education in the United States of America, where you're supposed to be, they tell you that you are fully blown oppressed. But it looks like that's not the case.
But you got to think about it. Trump policy. You know what I mean? Like, that school choice expansion helps people. Because like me, I was living about 10 minutes away from where my cousin Nacho and them Kwame them live. And I had to go to the other side of town school. They went to a nice school that was big on education. I was out of zone. You know what I mean? I was out of zone, and my mom go to work like 5 in the morning, so she could never drive me to, my granny house so I can ride the bus with them. I would be waking them up 5 a.m. in the morning, so it was no way possible I was going to go to the elementary they went to. So with Trump having this school expansion situation where kids can choose, parents can choose what school they want their child to go to, that helps them. That helps them. No, my daughter went to private schools and Dems were trying to take away school choice. The lady at my daughter's school made me go to Capitol Hill with her. Dems want you to go to public schools, and I wasn't with that. Right. So I mean, that's a start. As we just heard this lady here, that school expansion choice, that's helping people out, especially in our community. I can imagine now, like that's gonna be big. Give a vote, get a lot. No, I want money black. No, what I mean? So, hey, you gotta think when you go onto these schools, right? And it's that school that got everybody from the hood at. A lot of them teachers come with that energy. Oh, that's little peanut. He ain't gonna, you know what I mean? They treat you like that. They treat you like that. So, like I'm telling you, you got it. When the school in the ghetto, you got a lot of ghetto teachers. For real. I'm gonna be honest, man. That school I went to was a horrible elementary compared to all the other elementary schools where everybody else went at. Because where I was zoned at. So, one other school I went to, there was all right. Goodyear Elementary, there was all right. But as far as Burrs Millette, sucked. Sucked. So, for real. Yeah, school is not daycare. Right. School ain't daycare. We supposed to be teaching. Literally. But, we can't complain. We can't complain about a system that's helping us. We can't complain about a system that's actually helping us. It's two situations right here in front of our face. We got one grandmother came up here. She explained how him sending the troops in helped dumb down the crime in her area. She already lost her grandson to crime, and nobody will hear her out. You know what I mean? Nobody will hear her out. So it's crazy. Mars, do your job. Take time to go to the schools and see how the teachers react. Teacher. Hey, I can't listen, y'all. When I move out of this apartment and I move to the house and I get my son, I got everything I need to do. I am ready. I'm ready to take on it because I see how important it is. I'm so ready for my kids to get back to Atlanta, bro. I am ready. A lot of my kids' mama calling me saying they trying to two of my baby mamas stayed. One stayed real close to Florida, and one stayed in Florida. So they all trying to move this way. My oldest daughter, her mama said she's trying to move to Atlanta. So it's a lot of I just can't wait. You know what I mean? Because I know what I can install in them, and that's why it's important for me to get these certifications that I'm trying to do. Because both of my daughters, they love baking stuff. They want to get in that field. So it's like, okay, if I already get into it, I learn the business. Boom, I got something I can help them with. You know what I mean? And teach them about life, past and what they teaching them at school, especially my son. You feel me? I'm ready to sharpen him up. His mama got him playing Roblox. I do not like it. I don't approve it. But when you're not there, they go. Women will allow a child to do something, knowing you go against it just to do it because they feel like everything is okay. It's just a game. Like, is you crazy? A Roblox in my house, it would never happen. A Roblox would never be allowed in my house. Ever. I'm talking about ever. Straight up. I don't like Roblox at all. I see how it mess up the kids' behaviors and focus. They have the kids saying crazy, outrageous stuff. You be like, where did you hear that at? I don't mess with Roblox. And I will look at you like a horrible parent if you letting your child that's I'm talking about 5 years old on Roblox. Kids are getting kidnapped. The language that's on there, the stuff they teach them kids. I don't like Roblox. If your child got Roblox, go see what's going on with Roblox in the rooms that they be having. They be having a little things, making out all type of stuff. We make appointments to get off work for anything else, take a half day in advance of this school. Man, I can't wait. But it hurted me because I was that parent, Lovelace. When I moved here, it hurted me because I knew I was leaving something behind. And it wasn't about us living in different cities. It was me being that daddy that pop up to the school. Me being that daddy that can just pop up. But it's like, yo, I gotta go to Bill. You know what I'm saying? I've been around everybody. Y'all know y'all got a daddy. I got a Bill. That's why every summer I make sure my children here. Every break, spring break, y'all go see my children here. But I had to, like I said, it's important to teach your kids at home before they walk out that door. That's real talk. But it's also important to make sure you have a foundation for them kids also. So it's two parents. Somebody got to go build a foundation. You know what I'm saying? I rolled the dice and I bet on me. Yes, Lovelace. Yes. If anybody want me to drop the link in the thing, they want to speak on or touch on the situation, let me know. Yeah, man, we just gotta, like I said, man, just gotta be more strict, man. I didn't come, like my mom was tough on talking, and she was, like my mom was big on school. Honest truth. She was big on school. She just wasn't big on getting in there and seeing what's going on. She used to go by word of mouth by me. So I ain't gonna lie. Because she didn't have to hear much from me. You know what I'm saying? I think I was just a normal kid. I wasn't getting suspended all the time. You know, teacher might tell me, be quiet back there a little bit, but I wasn't the child that was always getting suspended or got sent off the juvenile, and you know what I mean? But I do feel like instead of being a B, C, D student, I could have been a straight A student if she applied more pressure and more errors. Now my dad, he was on the strict side. Like he'd tell me up. My dad and my stepdad, they was strict. Like for real. My mom was married to this dude, God bless the dead, named Pappy. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what he did in the streets or whatever, that dude would be on my behind about school. I mean, I'm talking about, bruh, dude was on point. I get it to him. You know what I mean? That's why when they had divorced from each other, I was crushed because I'm like, man, this dude like my father. You know, forget all his flaws and everything, but as far as like going fishing, we used to paint houses, and little stuff like that at an early age, I was already doing with him. You know what I mean? Like I was already doing with him, and he was coming to the school, and man, if I missed the school bus, and I remember the car messed up one day. I tell y'all no lie, this man walked me from Johnson Street to Goodyear, that had to be an hour or two walk to school because I missed the bus. You know what I'm saying? And I think, I don't know what happened. I think the car battery was dead or something. But it was that though. It was that. So that's why I said, man, like me, my mama always, what's going on in school? How's it going? Oh, you bet not pass. She had a way where she'll yell it. And I ain't want to hear that. When I come home, with her mouth, I'll be like, man, let me do this work. Let me make sure I pass. Because I don't feel like going through that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got him there. Then if I go to my daddy's house for the weekend, he go tear my behind up too. So it was like, for me, I was that child. Yeah. Your mom did right. We're listening to you about school. My mom took my side. Oh man, always, bro. Oh, because I was like, listen, I wasn't as bad as the others. I was just cool. I can say that, but I probably was a little bit too cool. I was just cool. So what I like that, I only got one child I probably hear about school, and that's who moved with me. My little boy. I'm talking about, he got the hyper side of me. Yeah, I'm talking about. And he's super intelligent. So it's like when I can spot that and I can see that and he understand things, he understand about working and he just into it. Hey, I'm ready for work. I'm ready to come work. I love that Bible. So it's like, man, I got one who loves sports and got good grades. You know what I mean? Even my youngest, like I said, I got an awesome set of boys. Beautiful daughters, they do their thing. But far as young man, I got a awesome set. I think any father would want my set of boys that I have. And it's like it's for me to make sure I got this foundation right. You know what I mean? I heard somebody was talking today about they brought up a situation with me and y'all know the situation with my oldest child who got my last name. Y'all know how that happened with what he found out later in life. You know what I'm saying? But he still got my last name. But the lady, even though they were saying negativity today, she brought up something today. She said, and she was on KB panel, she said, oh, but I can go. I think this hurt him and blah, 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 blah. And he was always with this boy. Yeah, I was with that boy. I talked to that boy a lot. And then I saw how a breakup in that news that he found out that, he had another father. I saw him change. And he ain't have me protecting him out of curiosity. And I saw a lot when his mama stepped up. And she trying to play mom and daddy and trying this situation that she made a big mess. And I still now talk to him. I still now try to give her advice on it. But some people go see life how they see life. Some people see like you can be however you want to be and whatever you want to be. I don't believe in be whatever you want to be because some things that we want to be and some things that we want to do is not good. Hey, I want to right now go paint my car and put rims on it. That's not going to build a legacy for my children. So it can sit right there in storage until I get done building what's going to bring me in revenue instead of decrease my revenue. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what you install in them children. The president can't raise your children, but he sure can pass a few policies that can make things easier. You know what I mean? Like that school expansion choice bill. Like that definitely can help out in certain areas. But that person said some things today, and I'm going to say something to that because you can get I always got to throw a little shade. Hey man, I'm in a happy place. I love the sons that I have, and I even love that young man. And the situation ain't really do much to me. I have been through so much in life that I'm numb through a lot of situations. You see what I'm saying? When you coming from the hood, you coming out of Brunswick, man, that stuff not a shocking to nobody from Brunswick. Every homeboy I had that had a child and found out it wasn't theirs. The people you sitting on the panel with today, man, they had kids that they found out that wasn't theirs. It's sorry, that's just what happened to black men. That's just what happened to a lot of us. So I don't think nobody's walking around here every day crying about a situation, because when you're a father of life, for life. And it don't gotta be by DNA. This man dead in the ground. I done saw this man go from a hard-working man and saw him, you know what I'm saying, get on certain drugs and fall off. And he still, and my mama moved on. And he still would try to come, and when he get his little check at the end of the month, he will come to my car wash and he'll still try to give me money. And he'll still say, "What's up, son?" Or he'll still check on me. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about DNA sometimes. It's just about the love. The word father is just a word, but your actions is what makes you a father, what makes you a dad. And I don't hold his mama up for that. We was young. I was doing my thing. I made a baby. She had a situation, and we was on and off. That's why I tell my sons now, when you done with something, leave it alone. That wasn't a child that was made from somebody just cheating repetitively. No, he was breaking up. We was in the high school. You see what I'm saying? Like, people will try to tell your story better than you without even knowing. I don't wake up thinking about my past life like that. No, especially not the horrible things. I wake up every day to figure out how to become more successful than I was last year. I'm all about building. I'm not about sitting still. I don't care to be everybody's friend, because that's too much responsibility for me to try to please everybody. I can't force everybody to see the good in some of the things I see good in. Who am I to judge? It's in the Bible. And a lot of people are good with trying to convince others the things that they're doing is correct. And they are good at putting stuff out there in the universe to make you feel bad because they're not happy with themselves. When you as confident as I am, you don't hear these people, you don't see these people. And a lot of y'all got to get that confidence back in y'all, because there's so many people that want to see you fail. It's so many people looking for a reason to blame on someone else why they are failing. It's okay. Be happy. If people ain't talking about you, you ain't doing something right. I run circles. In this part of the live, I'm gonna talk about myself. I run circles. I don't need to know how to ride a go-kart when I can get on a four-wheeler and ride a four-wheeler. I don't need a cousin to show me nothing that I can show myself. I heard it today. But you know what? You know what Nacho do know? Because Nacho know that I know how to hook up music in my car. You know who taught me that? Nacho. Nacho know that I was riding scooters and motorcycles before he even started riding the little motorcycles in the neighborhood. He know I had one. Don't let these people get on microphones and paint your life. They don't know you. They don't know nothing about you. I can go right now to my storage and y'all saw me build my motor. I got parts outside of my house right now. I done took a part. Y'all saw me, this truck that I got, y'all saw me put it together. In 2 weeks, passed the missions, engine light off, running good, AC blowing. I heard someone today say, he don't know how to do nothing. Well, maybe I don't want to do the things that you do. And maybe that's why my life is peaceful. I'm able to go live when I want to. I got customers texting me right now. Hey, I need you. I'm off today. It's going to rain the next 3 days. I ain't got to take your money. I'm going to get with you Monday. And they going to wait for me. They ain't going to go nowhere else. Because what I do and when I do it well. And I be honest with people. I be honest with my customers. I know the weather is going to rain tomorrow. I'm blessed. That YouTube check go drop. It's more revenue. So I'm not going to take your money just because I want to make more money. That's why you save your money. These people want you to look crazy when you actually moving right. Everybody want a response when your response means something. People don't talk about people who can't respond back in a good way. People don't keep something going with somebody who they don't feel like can't get up on their level. So when people keep talking about you, they feel like you on their level or above. That's why I can speak on this stuff for real with these politics. Because I know what it's like. They see a mama go work overtime and then they take more money out of, they tax the overtime. So when I see a president trying to fix all those things that I think affected my mom growing up, I think I'm gonna go more towards that because I know what held us back a little bit, right? Let me tell y'all something. People will tell you right now, they'll tell you fighting in a club is dumb and stupid, and then they'll be on YouTube organizing a fight with 40-year-old men. You see what I'm saying? None of this stuff makes sense because everybody looking to try to make a point, but it always end up fingers pointing back at them. Your mom always told you stay out of work. But let me tell you, shout out, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, shout out. I used to be that person to be like, man, this ain't right, that right. And then you start, what you gonna realize is your people might be the reason why certain things is the way they are. You'll start realizing, hey, man, I was doing this for this amount of years. Man, dang, bro, I'm a part of that. I know since I was incarcerated for conspiracy and for trying to hustle, I know I was a part of tearing down my community while trying to uplift my community because I felt like, oh, you're going to help some kids play basketball. But don't forget now, you're going back around that corner to get on that block. See what I'm saying? So all this wanting to be taught from another man's stuff, I never needed that. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I never cared to hang out with older people. What's up, love?
I gotta go back at 6.
My wife came back in the house. You gotta go back to work at 6. I'm about to cry.
That means you have more time to do. I see the air out.
Huh?
The air is out.
Right. I just, nah, it was on. Sorry, y'all. This is part of the show when your wife walk in and, she got a smile on your face and I done cleaned up my live room. This is the only room I'll junk it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'll junk it a little bit, but I hang my clothes. When I'm off, I hang my stuff up, I fold it up, and, it was an off day for me today. Just getting stuff handled. But back to what I was saying, because I need y'all to listen to me when I say this. First part, I'm talking about politics. Second part of this show right now, I'm going to talk about real life. All right. Because I got to get some stuff clear in a professional way. I've never been the kid to find older cousins to hang out with or to try to be like that. I've always been a child. I had so many god brothers and real brothers, and I always just been friends. I always been a person who had I always put myself around people who's doing stuff at a younger age. My brothers, we was building little pocket bikes and go-karts out of pressure washer motors when I was living in Sterling, Georgia with my daddy. So when I heard it today about working on dirt bikes and go-karts with Nacho, I was like, what? I grew up in the country every weekend. I'm 12 years old with my brothers. We taking apart a pressure washer and we putting the motor on a go-kart, a generator motor. That's what, a generator motor, and we putting it on go-karts. I'm talking about, we crank it up, it just go to running. I never needed them to help me progress with becoming a man because I had men already around me, and my brothers, we done this stuff at such an early age. By the time these grown men start doing this stuff, I already did it as a kid. Literally. I was the kid riding around the neighborhood. This is why I'm telling you, it's so funny. I was the kid riding around the neighborhood with that loud little motorcycle. I was the only one in the neighborhood. Me and my little homeboy Seti riding around. So I'm saying, Nacho had this like, nah. I was the one in 9th grade with all that. Matter of fact, before I had license in the 8th grade, I would go around my Auntie Cheryl's house. I always had little 1-2 speakers. And I'll let Nacho rig up some music in my car. Remember how old Raggedy White Explorer? You run hot, you drive past an hour. But that would be the car to drive to the store and drive to the park. Nacho's the reason how I know how to hook up car systems. Okay? So all this asking Nacho, what did he teach you? Nacho showed me how to rap. I don't know why Nacho sit on these panels with y'all and he just be quiet. But I think not. He almost said he tried not to embarrass y'all. He really be trying to be a part of the show, Lovelace. You feel me, Queen? I wish he just talked a little more, but he wasn't on people. He just, but stop. Y'all got to stop. I heard some things today and I just thought like, I wouldn't even be sitting on my platform talk like y'all got to do something better with these platforms, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Especially when you just talking about a bunch of cap. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do. Let's debunk a lie. Let's debunk a lie. Let's do something. We talk about Trump and politics. My girl here, she ain't gonna want to hear about no Trump. But let me call my bro. Damn, he got a brand new phone, man. Let me see this. All right, bet. Let me call my brother. One on, man, he be working so much. One on pick up. Ain't got no service in here. He working. Let me see what I got. One on go pick up. All of them at work. That's sad. I know all my brothers at work. Everybody. Let me see who ain't at work. I got a thing. Hold on, y'all. That's crazy. That's the type of brothers I got. I know they at work. I know they at work. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'll call my homeboy. I'm gonna call somebody from Dixville. Hold on. What up, bro? Now I'm gonna put you on speakerphone, man. I'm on one of my live screen, bro. Hey, who was the first one in the hood, bro? Me, you, or Seti? I had the little motorcycles coming through the hood, bro.
It's like you and Seti.
Bro, cause one of my cousins talk about, man, he don't even know nothing about ride those schools, no dirt bike. I'm like, bro, we did that when we was young. Yeah. Hey, hold on. Let's go all the way back. Man, we were hooking up CD players back in middle school.
Back in middle school, nigga, 6th grade.
Dog, I don't have to tell them, man, because they was gonna talk about, man, they were messing with DJ talking about why you ain't teach Kev low nothing. I'm like, bro, cause the reason how I know how to hook up speakers and jump, bro. You know, then one of my homeboys to come around the car to be right there with me. Like, he's still riding. He riding dirt bikes now. I'm gonna give me a photo. My money get right. Y'all need Rich out there, man. But I had to call you. On that. All right. See, you see that? People don't even be knowing this internet will show you how much they never poured into certain people. Or they weren't around certain people. They really don't know they people, Queen. This was a good live. You know what I'm saying? I was able to get a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? With y'all, tap in. You know what I mean? Talk about it. But yeah, bro, that was me. If y'all ever want to know Kevin, that was me. Coming through the neighborhood, me and Lil Seti, I probably had the loudest motorcycle. Matter of fact, Mr. George, if you really from Brunswick, he was the first one to come through with a 4-stroke, the motorcycles. So the stuff that y'all guys started doing, you know, once you became successful, I was doing this when I didn't have it. And the motorcycle that I had, I got it from one of my brothers on my dad's side. Growing up, my dad had us ride. We had our own moped. Now we had to work for it. Dang, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna make it sound like my pops was just buying us everything. No. Yeah, all right now. I got some pressure washing jobs. I got that lined up this week. If y'all want that new go-kart, gotta go work for it. And I tell y'all no lie. Now we'll go get a new go-kart. All right, y'all. Y'all want that moped? We'll see stuff. All right, just go to work, get it in. You have to work all week though. Go out there in the summertime, we'll work for it. We had the big old pool. We had a pool so big. The stuff that I experienced wasn't in the hood. I wasn't in Dixville. I was at my father's house in Sterling, Georgia, every weekend, every summer. 5th grade on up. Because he was staying on 6th Street and then he moved to Sterling. So in a lot of these people, they trying to figure out in their head why we don't know so much about Kevin and why we call him Kevin instead of Kev Low is because they wasn't around. Because I was on the other side of town with my family. And I grew up around a lot of Caucasian people who you might think that they the worst people in the world if you've been raised like that. But when you get around them, they actually not. But you gonna meet some of them family members that ain't. My dad always had him a white woman. I ain't gonna lie. And I got the best of both worlds. Here, I'll be in the hood. I'll be in the hood listening to T.I. I'll go to my daddy's house. Man, my sister might be listening to rock and roll. I ain't gonna lie. I go over here, I'm playing football and basketball. I go over there, I'm riding the skateboards with my brothers them. And that's my life. It's so balanced with me. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like that's been my life. Like so it kind of helped me understand people as a whole. So, but if you wasn't going like That's why a lot of this stuff is not making sense, and it seems like a lot of these people can't pinpoint so much on Kev Lowe, which they keep saying Kevin. I have not one family member outside of YouTube that calls me Kevin. Well, you do because you're my lady, baby. So that's how let me correct that, my fiance. So that's how it be with me. A lot of these people, they just don't remember. Because Duke came around, my daddy. And then another thing I heard today. I wish people stop saying that, what, baby, now this one person who cleared it up. Baby, you done been around me, right? You done been around me when I had it, when I didn't have it, business slow, business booming. How many times you done saw me want something, I call my pops, and he'll break his finger to send it? Now, just because my pops got on here and said, I'm going to give you something, son, I gave everybody else something, they took that as my father said, like he never did nothing, but now he finally go give me something. No. Oh, that's food. Oh, thank you. What he's saying is, I'm going to give you more. More. Like, he done gave me money, he gave him this, but when your father owned things like trailers that's sitting around, equipment that's sitting around. When I started my first business, my dad gave me every customer that he had. He gave me his business. He gave me the pressure ups. He gave me some stuff that I needed. I started off with like a lot of little stuff, and he helped me out with the heavy duty stuff, and then gave me all his customers. All right. For real, like it be like I be forgetting so much. Hold on, let me say my grace for you.
I can't believe you really did that.
Well, I organized some stuff. But one more thing. If you go on there, can I have something to drink? No, I got a cup right here. Some water. I'm on a water diet today. And things like that. Yeah, I do feel like I be forgetting about some of this stuff. And sometimes I feel bad because it's like, dang, bro, your jump start, he gave me that jump start. He, like, for real, I went from washing cars in Dixville, here and there, people I know, to now washing people with all the corporate companies on Sea Island. Because my daddy only detailed high-end people cars. When he left the detailing business, he went to the landscaping business. So he had a whole business that he couldn't run. He gave it to me. What more can I ask for? When it came down to, I'm in high school, I can't work. I was working with him. The trades, when I left Brunswick and I was starting over, my pops would be sending me money, dog. When I was locked up, when I was in jail, my father sent me money every week. Do y'all know that? When I went to court, my father went to court and got on that stand for me and told them, hey, this is my son. Man, I've been in this system before. Look, man, he works. It was a mistake and helped me out. My dad know powerful people. Literally. 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 Organizations y'all don't, you know what I'm saying, you just can't speak on. Just know that. He know powerful people. If you know like I know. So, with that being said, y'all got to stop listening to what people say. You should interview your stepmom so we hear how she feel about the march. Man, my people was out there with me. Forget hearing about the shooting. They was out there. She was out there. My whole family was out there at the protest. So, matter of fact, babe, did I tell you how my dad built the whole studio? My dad, at his barbecue restaurant, he had a food trailer, but it had a building. He had his food trailer in front of the building, and he owned the building. He took the back room and added on. This was not heavy in the music. And he made a whole studio for us. Now, me being me, I ain't gonna lie. This is when he was starting to give his life to God. He ain't want no cursing or none of that going on over there. So, we had to make clean music. But, as you get older, you want to go to other studios. But he did that. How many times do I gotta keep saying what this man done actually done? Some fathers go buy you Jordans and Reeboks. Some fathers go invest in your future. And that's 100. For real. And that's real talk. And then saying some man, and then another thing with him, I probably had a lot of brothers and sisters. But if you at that house on that weekend, if one go out to eat, all of us going out to eat. That man that have 10 kids in there and everybody in there eating steaks. For a show. Literally. So, I don't know. My pop's always been getting the money getting dude. So, I don't know. I'm sorry if some of y'all have fathers and they can only barely manage 2-3 kids. And mine paid off child support before he was in his 40s. Well, I can say 50s, 40s, because all my brothers are old. So, yeah, it's been years.
That's what they're saying. I'm not saying that. They're saying that. So again, what a beautiful video, in my opinion. Very different video. I don't usually make these types of videos, but my goodness, man, there was so much content coming out of the White House today. And I just thought, this is the type of change that a lot of people didn't see coming, right? When you look at black statistics, when you look at the way that black people vote, to hear this, in my opinion, does give something very, very different for the Democrats. It's just like they don't know, right? And so their response to this is more like, oh, they don't know they're standing in the room with a racist. He's a racist. How can you go there? And they're attacking their own voter block, while their own voter block is literally talking about, hey, you guys haven't looked out for us the way at least he's trying to hear us out and look out for us. I remember Ice Cube said that not too long ago. Here's one last one I'll play for you guys of today of what's going on. This is a woman again. Let me actually show you guys this last one right here, and then we can get out of here. Okay, there's no audio. Let me make sure that I get the audio popping again. This is not working. All right, here we go. Hear what she had to say.
This president right here, President Donald Trump, brought me from the prison pit to the White House. President Trump is the only president who would have had the courage to bring someone like me, someone who received a second chance, but who knows more than someone who is sick among the captives, than someone who has been in captivity themselves.
So there you go. I'm not making this up. This is not AI. This is real. This is what happened in the White House today. And again, crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure to smash the like button.
Salute to that video, man. Yeah. Salute to that video, man. Definitely. Salute to that video, man. Salute. I'm loving it. Well, if y'all was looking at my screen, y'all see I've been playing the video trying to study. Excuse me. Trying to study for the test, man. It's definitely.
Alice? Where's Alice? What a sweetheart. I met Alice and she was incarcerated for what some people would say today is not even a fine, right, Alice? It's not even a fine. And I said, how long has she been in jail? 22 years. I said, 22 years? And right, Alice? And come on up here, Alice. Come on up. I said, 22 years, and she was on a phone call. This was over a phone call. I know about fake phone calls too, Alice, you know, remember? They tried to get me in a fake phone call. But Alice was in jail for like 22 years. I said, how many years does she have left? 28. I said, 28 years left. And I said it, and I mean, she admitted she made a little mistake, but it was not the kind of a mistake that you serve 50 years in jail for. Like maybe a couple of months, maybe.
That's, man, how many times we done saw this, man? Over and over and over again, these people get these
Listen,
pardons.
and I said, this is the most unfair. And then when I met her, I fell in love. I felt my wife was very upset with it. Our great first lady did not like that.
Oh, whoa. Oh, what Trump, what you got going on? Y'all know what be going on in that White House now.
She didn't like it, but Alice is great. And say a couple of words. It was so ridiculous. 22 years. She had 28 left. And I said, let's get her the hell out. And we got her out. We did a commute. And then when I got to know her, she was so high quality. I said, full pardon. So she's cleaner than anybody in this room, even than my friend right here. She's cleaner. Because of that, she's cleaner than anybody in this room.
Thank you, Mr. President. The feeling was mutual. I fell in love with this man, with his heart for this country, with his heart to really bring America back to the form of greatness that it deserved. And that's exactly what he has done.
Mm.
Honored to be joined this afternoon by many exceptional African-American leaders and patriots, including Secretary Scott Turner, recommended. Where is Scott? Where is Scott? Will you come up here, Scott? He was recommended by somebody who's very special to me, Ben Carson. Ben Carson. Where's Ben? Where's Ben? Come on up here, Ben. Come here. I got to get him. And his wonderful wife, Candy. Candy, I'm going to steal Ben for a second because, you know, Ben recommended Scott. And when Ben recommends somebody, I just do it. Did I make a good decision? Be careful. Don't fall, Ben. If you fall, that's the end. It's never, you can never recover from a fall. You know, if you can make the greatest speech ever, but if you fall, my predecessor taught me that. So is Scott doing a good job, Ben? Come on, say that.
You know, one of the reasons I was so high on Scott Turner is he was really the driving force behind the opportunity zones, which doesn't get nearly the attention that it should, but it was because President Trump realized that the best way to get things done is through public-private partnerships and have everybody with skin in the game. And it is working, as are all the other things that he's been recommending. And at some point, the
Fair use.
mainstream media will recognize that you don't politicize everything. You open your eyes and your ears and you look and you see what works and you deal with that. But the best thing about Scott, he's got a lot of energy. You know, I'm an old man now. I'll be 75 on my next birthday. And I'm not like President Trump. He just goes for.
Chat, do he look 75? Hey, this ain't nothing more than a pep rally. It must be a good one then, because they got the evidence. We need more pep rallies then. Let me go pull up them Obama pep rallies. I'm just saying.
Forever. But no one else is like that. But Scott Turner, we call him the Energizer Bunny, and he is doing a fantastic job. And I want to congratulate all the people at HUD because most of them have come back and continued with what we're doing during the first Trump term, and it's fantastic.
I'm gonna check out all these little videos, man.
I'd like to also thank senior counsel to the Assistant Attorney General. He's a fantastic man. He's been my friend for a long time, Leo Terrell.
What's going on with all them? Boy, they look like me and you in there. Hold on. Boy, I ain't never in my life seen as many black folks up in the White House, boy. Well, y'all ain't gonna shed light on that? Oh, yeah, you gotta go to the front of the video. Oh my God. You know, they said, what's that movie when they said, I ain't never seen on a nag. You see the dude right here with the dread, with the nappy beard? Dang. Okay.
No better. We have time, right? Do we have time? Yes.
What's that on that dude's head right there in the middle? What's that right there? Y'all see that on that dude's forehead? What sign is that? Must be a Jew or something.
Anybody have to go? Like, come on up here, Leo. Get up here. This guy, he says it like it is. I like Leo. Come here, Leo. Look at you, spry.
Let me just thank you very much, Mr. President. First of all, we are living under the administration of the greatest president in our lifetime. And we have the hottest country in our lifetime. And I want to make sure the mainstream media knows this because you represent the people who basically counter what the mainstream media has done. President Trump was the president who fully funded historically black colleges and universities. President Trump took the lead and performed criminal justice reform. President Trump.
Hey, y'all hear that? That man been investing a lot in education, just like what we was talking about earlier. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all about to make me say it loud and proud. Who working for him? Then let's say that. Let's say that. We gonna still ask him. Somebody guiding the guy in the right place. Can we say that? But he got a lot of black people that work for him, though.
Made sure that we had opportunity zones. Let me close by saying this. This country is at a crossroads, and we have the right president at the right time. And if you want school choice,
I will agree. I would agree. If Obama was this bad and how we was failing with Biden. No. I don't want to hear nothing. We had it. Okay, go.
Obama, remember?
What Obama did? Pass on rainbow laws? Go ahead, tell me.
He was a black man.
This a black man right here. I don't know.
Listen. He was a black man that became the president of America.
Is he full black?
Listen.
No, I'm asking you a question.
Wait, no, you're gonna let me finish before you ask the question.
Okay, go ahead.
He only could do what the people in office told him to do. When people force your hand, no president has 100% control of anything that goes on. But especially when you a nigga in office, they are not gonna let you do what you really want to do.
Okay.
So you can't sit here and just compare everything because Trump is a white rich man. Obama was a regular black man that was just smart. Two different things, yes. Trump got a small loan from his parents for $1 million. Obama just went to school and was smart, right? Everybody knows them white men in the red collars run the world, not just the United States. So,
excuses after excuses.
that's not an excuse. That's
all right.
Real.
So this is don't get me started. Anyway, Obama was focused on letting boys go in the same bathroom as girls, right? Obama was focused on freedom of speech, right? And all those things. So listen to me. They say Obama and George Bush are cousins. They do. Look at them. Anyway, but he's not full black anyway. But we're gonna get to that. His focus was on legal rights and freedom, not for black people, but for people that are part of the community. Everybody, right? Trump focus is the laws. You know what I'm saying? The crime rate. He also is investing a lot of money in education. Do you not know now Trump new bill that he got is the school expansion choice, that where now if you living in the ghetto and you out of zone to go to the school across town that has better and higher quality education, that now you can go to that school. I was affected by that. my cousins them was going on the island where we be going there. They was at that school. I was over here in the hood. They was a little bit more advanced than me, you know what I'm saying? By the time we met each other in middle school, because they was teaching them a little bit more advanced class. They're in the same classes as these teachers, even though it's a public school. These teachers, them white folk, they kids going to that school too. So I'm saying, so they getting the same education, almost about the same as a private school. You know what I mean? They going to better field trips. They got better funding. So I understand about that bill. I understand that can throw children off when they on one side of town and they got to go to the school around the corner because it's close. Not only this is walking distance, quote unquote, but also it's zoning. They can't, if their mama had a car, their mama can't take them to school across town unless she lied and used somebody else's address, which some parents was going to jail because of that. That was against the law. Why? What will Trump took his focus and put it into stuff like that?
He had to.
He had to.
He fired everybody that worked for the Department of Education when he first got in office.
Look why.
So he had to go back in.
Why did he fire them?
Because Trump did what he wanted to do.
What if they was the budget cuts? Let's go back. He had to get the budget right. We was overspending money on stupid stuff. All this
You
stuff.
don't want to get in the budget.
Get on your chat GBT, whatever.
I don't have to.
No, listen though, baby. Listen. Now, I used to be pro against like that, but now I promise you, the stuff he was trying to do years ago, I see why.
He did budget cuts because he had to afford the ball.
We hated the budget cut. We thought he was
had to-
losing his mind.
Yeah, because he lost his mind and did the ballroom at the White House for what? And let's not skip over the fact
Hold on. They said, wait, Obama sanctioned Africa because they wouldn't allow gay marriage.
Listen, again, this goes back to my point. I'm not saying I'm in support or not in support. According to my faith, I'm not pro that. I'm not pro abortion. I'm not really.
You a Christian?
I'm a disciple of Christ.
Right, disciple of Christ. Right? So would Christ, being a disciple of Christ, right? Would he want a man? I ain't gonna go that deep in it, but that what we read in that Bible, right? All right. Now, if this guy on this side supposed to be the correct guy because he holier than thou, but this guy over here saying no, we can't do that. This guy over here sending troops, putting a sanction on Africa because they won't allow same-sex marriage. When this guy is over there fighting wars because they are trying to slaughter all the Christians.
Listen, I get that.
Who sound stop. Who sound more better in real life though?
Neither. Because you're only picking gay versus not pedophilia.
No, I'm not. I started with school education first.
No, you didn't. You said Obama was pro man and man. That's what you started.
What name of policy?
So no, because we're not going to skip over the fact that Trump is in the files. We're not going to skip over the fact that Trump had little girls around him too. We're not going to skip around that because he's not pro-gay or pro-whatever. We can't skip that and pass that just because he's doing other things. The other things that he's doing, I'm not saying are wrong, but we can't skip past that he's in the files. And he's not just in those files.
Okay.
He was with little girls, like 12, 13, 14.
Right.
As a grown man.
All right.
That's not right.
So let's say this, baby, right? I become president tomorrow, right? I'm an ex-drug dealer, right? I infected the community. See what I'm saying? I was a horrible man to my community. That what the judge and DAs say. All right. Now, I become president. I'm doing all the right stuff, right? Imagine the exes that could come and say, oh, he's this evil, he's this, he's that, he's that, he's that, he's that. But I'm doing a wonderful job at my job. What does that got to do with my job? You don't know if it's true. You wasn't there. You don't have everything in the files. Everybody, the preachers, if they go be in the files too. So with that being said, who am I to judge anybody now? Because the world is weird. See what I'm saying?
All I'm saying
Is the job getting done?
you can't give one president a pass
Obama might be in them damn files.
over the other person.
If you think Obama, a black man, got in that high position,
You know who not in the files?
who not in the files?
Nicki Minaj.
Why you breaking her up? She married, like
I'm just saying, because you can't.
she riding a wave though. She not even really for real with this
She's
stuff.
been since she was Republican years ago, but you wouldn't know that. She said that years ago. Just saying. Just saying.
So you
Nicki
think she
Minaj,
100% in these politics?
she's
Though?
been-
She's into this for real.
Nicki Minaj is extremely into. I think people forget.
The one who pushed, she made it easier for Obama laws to pass.
No, she didn't.
What?
That stuff been around since the 70s.
Oh my. Y'all, I'm dealing with a barber here, so y'all just don't know. When we go to talk about Nikki and this and that. Listen,
But
baby.
that stuff has been around since the 70s and
Baby.
before then.
Nikki took it to another
How?
level, bro.
She was not promoting the videos. She wasn't having people kissing
Her
face.
persona, the
Her
personality, that rainbow,
She never cared.
listen, I'm not saying I don't
What?
like her.
What did she do?
I don't know.
She wasn't out there
So
saying,
why do
"Yeah,
they,
go
so
kiss
why
a
do,
man."
listen, why
What?
do they put, I'm gonna go get the evidence up on this.
Get the evidence because she wasn't out there with
Because
no damn
everybody's,
poster saying kiss a
but so
man.
they, so did they just choose her?
Yes, everybody has a fan base.
So listen, right?
Everybody has a fan base. You cannot.
I always
say
gotta
that.
break stuff down, right? Lil Wayne, and we got Nicki Minaj, right?
There's game in that.
No. Slow down. Let
Okay.
me, all right. I got you, right? We got Lil Wayne. We got Nicki Minaj, right?
Woman.
So wait a minute. Nicki was in the game for a minute. Lil Wayne was in the game for a minute.
They all still.
After Lil Wayne, we got Young Thug. After Nicki, we got Sexy Red and the rest of
We
them.
got plenty more.
Can I finish? Can I finish? A lot of dudes want to be a blood because Lil Wayne was a blood. He made he advertised it. It looked at it as if it was the cool thing to do. It was normal. All right, now you got these little poor black kids in these neighborhoods, right? They are looking at this stuff and they are running around here talking about bling, 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 bling. And then we putting up the soldier rags. Everybody start off with the soldier rag. And then now everybody start wearing this blood stuff. So now we got Lil Wayne who's looking like that man. But really, he ain't even have time to even experience in the streets like that. But he didn't tell everybody go be a blood, did he? But he advertised it. It looked cool. It looked like the thing to do. Like you can't get in trouble for this. All right, boom. After we got Lil Wayne, here come Lil Thug, who wants to be like Lil Wayne, who started dressing weird like who? He took it to another level. Who started gang banging like who promoted gang violence like who? But the difference is this child, he actually in that hood. He actually got dudes. But guess what? I can't say this online. Damn.
So are you saying it's
Some of them people
that
who own that record label, they really tapped in to your regular Lil Peanut and TJ in these streets for real. They are the real big homies. Some of them, they money and they status, they are really active. You don't see it. I can say this because I know. I had to catch myself. But that's how this world works. The ones that sitting back pulling the strings and they on the TV and all this, baby. They got a little cousin named Peanut.
I understand.
One in Atlanta, one in Florida, one in Cali. Hold on, let me say this. Allegedly, they give Lil Peanut all the gas. I'm gonna say the gas, right? Lil Peanut does what? He flood his neighborhood, right? Because they looking up to these idols. And who's the idols? Who's the one promoting it? Who's all? And then that's why in the industry, they signed the same type of dudes who deliver the same message that they trying to deliver. The ones at the top, they weren't really probably like that. They ain't the ones doing this and that in the streets. They are the ones who's funding it. They got that white man over there.
I understand.
It's a cycle. So with Nikki, it's a cycle. She even admitted it.
What's the cycle?
The cycle of sexism. It was like she made it look cool to be a lesbian.
But listen, that did not. You cannot say that started with Nikki, because before Nikki was who? On the poster with her coochie wide open like this was who? Lil' Kim. So you cannot say it started with Nikki. Nikki became the bigger artist. She became more
I'm glad you said
marketable.
that. Okay, right. We going to Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim promoted
nasty.
For Black men.
No, she was
Man.
nasty.
It won't matter. It was for man. That back in the day, they did have sexism, right? Like however they sold the sex look, right? But it was for man to like woman, woman to like man, baby. The new thing that popped out around Obama time, Nikki time, was a girl should be kissing a girl and a man should be, and fair use, fair use.
Nikki did not push that.
Bro, come on, man. It was in her videos.
Which video?
Bro, I seen the clip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. The main people who Nikki was around was who? The what?
Men.
And what kind of man was that?
Straight hood niggas. What are you talking
That's
about?
the new part.
No,
That's
Nikki
the
in 07. Nikki will
So
be
why
listen,
okay,
though,
I'm gonna be quiet. Go
I
ahead,
know
baby.
the fact. Nikki would be in a room writing with men.
I'm about to find
not a bunch of women.
I'm
Cardi B,
Lord.
she's in the room with a bunch of women writing for her men.
No.
Nikki would be in, I'm telling you what Nikki was the homegirl. She was the homie. She wasn't pushing let's kiss girls. I'm not saying she never mentioned it in her songs, but she would say something about herself, not other people doing it.
Let's see.
I'm just saying. Now sex, okay, I can't argue with that. My girl.
What video is this with Nikki?
What is some of the policies in California, given you've spent a lot of time there, that makes you think Gavin Newsom is Gavin Newsom? Is it the mass amount of illegal immigration and tax dollars being spent for legal and healthcare? Is it the failure to rebuild homes in the Palisades?
Fair use, fair use.
Is it just pro-trans ideology and pushing that on kids in schools? What stands out the most to you?
And I'm glad you asked that, because I want to make it clear. I personally don't have an issue with the trans part of the LGBT at all. I am the biggest advocate for adults being able to do whatever the heck they want to do. They're adults. I don't care. I only mentioned something because when it comes to children, I wouldn't even allow my 17-year-old daughter to get breast implants.
Pause. Can y'all understand what she's saying? Yeah. I don't care that the mama is kissing on another woman or a man to turn into this. But listen,
that's not what she
you're in the matrix. I'm out of the matrix, right? With this situation,
not in the matrix.
She's saying, long as the children not doing it, I'm cool. But if you promoting if you cool with the parents doing it, the children's going to do it.
No, you're thinking backwards.
That's the real life.
The Bible says, raise a child, right? So if you raising a child, and it's very common in LA, Cali, that fantasy land where people live, where she has lived for the past however many years before she went to Miami, how you raise the child and teach the child. And there are transgender, gay people, whatever, that have came out and said, hey, I'm not offended because, yes, a child should not be exposed to showing them all this stuff that's going on. And we know all the things that are going on. So her defense is, and this is when she initially started showing support for Trump, is kids should not be exposed to certain things
No.
because that will influence them to grow up and become that, right? Just like you said with the
Thank you, Mercy.
just like you said with the education system, right?
Right.
The environment and stuff like that can affect how a child grows up,
Mhm.
matures, right? That's the point. An adult, like she said, even if she is against it or for it, an adult is going to do what an adult is going to do. But what we're not going to do is continue to push this idea on children that their brain doesn't develop till 25.
Okay, can I jump in? Because I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I'm a child. Again, your family, you've been raised, you've been protected. Like, when I say I met your family, like, you actually had the grandma, I don't know if you had granddaddies growing up. Yeah, granddaddies. All right. But far as you had mama, daddy, both grandmamas, mamas like you, aunties. So you've been a child that kind of, you ain't been put in. I'm going to tell you the difference in between me and you. And I don't know if I should say it, talk about it on here, right? You ever watch the, you got kids who have certain parents who's going to allow drug dealers in and out the house, right? They might even be the drug dealers. The child might even smell the drugs getting cooked. The child might open the closet and see the drugs, right? The child may see the beat up car, and all of a sudden they got the new car. The child go see that you know what I'm saying? So much money coming in, keeping new clothes now. Then the child may see them same people that used to come to their house, now they looking like zombies. Now the funding, so you see the effect. Now that same child who you telling, go be great, be a doctor, be a rocket scientist, be this. Once you get to high school and you start seeing, damn, the new Jordans, only way I'm gonna go get them if I, one, go get a job, or two, hustle, three, steal, right? Mama ain't that same mama from years ago growing up when we had all this money. It was just, woo, you know what I'm saying? So now you put in a position, you done saw them hustle. Your mind don't tell you it's wrong to sell drugs. Why? I seen mama do it, stepdaddy do it. I even heard daddy used to do it, or cousin do it, neighbor do it. So you see all this stuff. It feels too normal because it's around. It's around. So when you got these celebrities spreading this, and she clearly said she don't care about the parents, it's about the kid. Well, when you meet, right? You the kid in the middle, right? And I see that. And I see it left, right, up, and down. It's a chance that I might become the things that I see. Because not only I saw you do it, you didn't remove me from that environment.
Right. So you're saying the same thing. Okay. There's a lot of layers to that we can talk about offline. But you're in support of what the message she's conveying.
Hey, Mercy.
You're in support of the message she's conveying. She is saying we cannot teach our kids this because it's not right.
Right.
Same thing you're saying. How the environment that a child is brought up in does affect how they may turn out in their adult years. So it starts as a child.
Mm-hmm.
If she's saying, hey, we can't put this in the books, we can't put this on the TV, and Trump is in the same boat. He's on the same motion. We should not be pushing this on kids.
Mm-hmm.
We can't really worry about the adults because the kids are the next generation that's coming up.
They said we need a podcast. So about the backup page.
The kids is the next generation coming up. So
Right.
That's why the Bible again says you have to raise a child. That's why the child is the focus and not the parent. They think about this. in like layman's terms, right? I have to say, because I'm a young one, right?
Mhm.
I'm a little bit younger.
Right, you still in your 20s.
So most, let's say, middle-aged men would prefer a younger woman because an older woman is going
How
to.
about you right here? And I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that right here. You can sit down with me. We can sit down and talk.
Man, I don't want to do all
Why? You
that.
looking nice? You good today? You wanna come sit?
I know, but
Come
no.
sit. Let's swap out.
No.
Okay. All right, go ahead, continue.
But you know, most middle-aged men would prefer a. I'm not gonna say a young girl, but
Mhm.
a younger woman, because an older woman is going to be what? Set in her ways, can't really be teachable. A younger woman may be more susceptible to bending a little bit, and not just in the bedroom. Same thing with raising a kid. You can teach a kid, you can raise a kid up, but an adult, they done already did everything. They done already decided which way they're gonna go. But a kid can only decide that on their own once somebody teaches them. So your story about growing up different is the same thing that Nikki is saying. Same thing that Trump is on.
No.
We cannot. They're on the same thing though.
No.
You pro Trump, but you against Nikki. What the goal is?
I'm not against Nikki.
Yes,
Let's say
you
this.
are.
No. You know I'm not against Nikki, right? I'm only on the fact that this just popped up. You know what I'm saying? When it popped up, it was like, it's like.
But nobody want to talk. But this is why I don't like.
Do you know her oh, ugh.
What? Because you act like you know. You know what's crazy?
That bar persona is trash.
Then you must not like me.
And I tell you when you get the bar mentality sometimes. I love you,
What is the bar
but
mentality though?
y'all move the goalposts high. It's like no. I broke that mentality down with you. I had to
because
train.
y'all want people to act like Cardi with no morals.
I don't want no
And the
goddamn
bar is
Cardi.
in hell.
I
Cardi
might.
is showing these girls
No.
that the bar is in hell.
No,
But y'all want to
no,
talk about
I don't
Nicki
want no Cardi.
Minaj,
I
who's
might-
established, who's married.
I don't know a
married,
female celebrity. Okay, hold on, wait, baby. Let me see. We got to pause right there.
independent.
Hold on, let's pause right there. If it was me and I had to choose out of these slutty female rappers, I'm probably going to go with Glow. I feel like
She gonna leave your ass high and dry. She
no, I'm saying though. Listen, our Lotto might be more of a Lotto.
You know
Might be
You know
Lotto.
what's crazy?
What?
You mentioned two women that are married.
She's dating.
You mentioned two women.
She's dating.
No, just say you would be intimidated by a Nicki Minaj.
I'm intimidated. That's the bar mentality. That's the mentality we don't want
Married,
as a man.
Her husband, they're happy.
You're intimidated.
I said just say you would be. I didn't say you
But why
would.
we gotta be intimidated?
Because why would you skip to a Glow or a Lotto if you wasn't?
Because they are more normal.
Especially Lotto.
What's wrong with Lotto?
Let me hear it.
What's wrong with Lotto? I don't hear much about Lotto.
She
They
pushed
date
the
people.
same shit. So she pushed the same thing, even raunchier.
Okay, just a little cute and classy. Okay, I'm cool with the little cute. Nikki just wide open, boobs was all out. I remember the Nikki era, blue, pink, had y'all hair lime green. Nikki had y'all out here and doing this. Y'all thought y'all was European around here.
That's not subject to color though.
Lotto is private, huh?
That's not subject to color though.
Nikki
Nikki is private. Let's not do that.
Nikki is a black punk star Puerto Rican rapper.
She's not Puerto Rican. Are you crazy?
But we had all we saw 10 personalities of
Cardi B
Nikki.
is Puerto Rican.
Nikki
Y'all let
played
her
on
talk
everybody top in the industry.
No, she
One
didn't.
minute she was Jamaican acting, next minute she was a New York, then she came down south rapping with Gucci Man. Man, Nikki been all over. Now she's political.
Let me stop you right now. Let me stop you. And I don't want people to think that I'm delusional because I can talk about other artists
I know you
in
can,
the same capacity.
but I feel like you spent more time
I'm a fan.
because she's balanced. Nikki does have.
She's balanced.
Let me finish.
No, because I just said let me say
Okay, well, go
something.
ahead. My bad. I got too excited.
She is balanced, but this is me personally, the same way people can resonate with these other female rappers, because Nikki is an artist. Let's make that clear. The same way
Definitely an artist.
the same way they can resonate with those people, I resonate with Nikki.
Okay.
Liz, hold on.
I can't wait. I can't let this forget off my mind.
Don't put it in your phone or something.
I got her.
People, when you're in the industry, on the outside looking in, right? And being around people that are like A&Rs and stuff like that.
Queen, buddy.
Nikki came out very different.
Mm-hmm.
When she first started rapping, she didn't have the money. Regular Queen girl from Queens rapping. But in anybody's career that's trying to evolve and touch many heights, you're not going to stay the same, because guess what that's going to do?
What's that?
It's going to have you in positions like Megan. It's going to have you in positions like Cardi. It's going to have you in positions like Lotto. A lot of these girls, and I love JT, it's going to have you in positions like JT. You have to go through different transitions in your life. Everybody's gone through a phase. So you can't sit here and judge Nikki, say she's been this and she's been that. You had cuts in your eyebrows with skinny jeans.
Yeah, but ain't none of them guys ever been with Nikki, and Gucci was mad because she wasn't there.
Facts. And that's the difference. A lot of these girls sleep their way through the industry. It is a proven fact that Nikki was not playing it. And that's respect.
All right.
She's in it for the music,
I
not
get
for
it.
the bullshit.
Again, I'm going to say this. Nikki, even you, I'm going to throw you on the bus. My girl, Barbs, they know how to, hello, how you doing?
We're ladies.
Right. But then they go, ah! Where's this Barbie doll? You know what I'm saying? I had to take I'm talking about I turned that Barb attitude all the way. You gonna be this person right here.
No, I still got a little spice.
Yeah, but yeah, your spice is balanced. But what I'm saying is this, y'all. The Barb mentality, it's an act. That's not the real Nikki when she, hello. That's not the real her.
Yes. No, hold on. Nikki has always been different. She has always been,
Artist development, she was taught that.
always been weird, right? People think Nikki is weird. People think this just started. She's been this way. She went to an art school. Guess who else went to an art school? I did. I understand the personality, bro. I understand it. But why? What does that mean? That she can't rap? Because that's a lie. She also can rap her ass off. She can write her ass off, and she's a good businesswoman, regardless of if she's weird or not.
Nikki?
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't checked on her business ventures. How she's doing financially with her stuff. She handling her business right?
Let me ask you this. If she wasn't in good practice with business, right? Would she still be around, or would she be really still around in her 40s? Let me say that. And running circles around these girls, right? And still going on world tours. Would she still be doing that, or would she be at home like, look at
Nikki, listen.
No, just answer that for me. Or would she be having to deal with Fashion Nova? Or would she be having to deal with Fendi as the first black woman?
That's because she had a big booty.
No.
And she got
Cardi got a big booty.
She had everything.
Cardi got a big booty.
Cardi got to deal with Fashion Nova.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
It's not hard to get a Fashion Nova contract.
Thank you. You just proved my point. Is it harder to get a contract with Fashion Nova? Hell no. Or is it harder to get a contract with Fendi and Mercedes?
That is okay.
That's the business side to it. That's what I'm saying. It's not hard to get a deal with McDonald's or Burger King when you pop in, right? Or is it harder to create your own?
Nikki was struggling sleeping on the air mattress. Safari wouldn't get a job there.
She was struggling at first. That is no lie.
She shouldn't have been struggling when she was
worked
dating
her ass.
Safari though.
She worked. He wasn't. That's why it's important. To
Why
have
would she struggle? She sold all those records.
You have to have
Mm-hmm.
the right partner beside you. Safari is a clown. We see that. That is proof. It's like you have to look at the proof. Just like they talk about Christians and Christians is this and they be doing this and that. The proof is in the fruit. If we look at the fruit, Safari is a clown. He don't love hip hop. Not take care of his kids.
It's like no with me. Listen, with me, Nikki was always been a good, art. She's a phenomenal artist. Don't get me wrong. I think I always never cared for the super extra. My mama is an extra person, so I just never cared for the extra.
But you should be able to relate though, right? Not extra because you're a man, but
She's a different type of extra.
Animated.
But
she went to art school for acting. This is not that. It's like y'all not seeing it. She went to school for acting, but that's what sells. She understands.
They talking about preacher man.
Well, listen,
Queen. No heart for somebody else.
When it comes to business, right, and you should be able to relate to Nikki.
I definitely can.
Because the marketing. She knows how to market.
My baby want me to take Nikki serious, and I'm gonna try my hard, right?
Listen,
I'm still stuck in high school when she came out with all that, and I watched the girls.
She came out with itty bitty.
Did you know? Listen, I have dated you the second bar, right? So I have dated this. You the one and only, but high school I have when Barb was like Barb. Imagine you in high school when she was dropping. So you was in middle school. So listen. So listen, baby. So you know how screaming was then. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So at that time, it's like how the dudes is about NBA YoungBoy. You know what I mean? So it's like it was a scream for me, and it was a lie. I suffer from Barb syndrome.
But there's men in the industry that you listen to that respect
And they still
her.
act like that.
But they respect
Y'all
her.
still got the Barb spice.
They respect Nikki.
This is good, which is good though.
Do you know how
Suck-
hard
I
it
ain't
is
gonna- I
in
ain't
the
gonna lie on that.
industry
Now, some
for
of
a
it do.
woman to get respected and she's not sucking or in them?
Oh, they said
So-
she not?
Absolutely not. You read the comment that Gucci came back. Let me tell you how Nikki works. Just let me give you an example, and then I'm off of it because I'm gonna sound crazy to people. I remember when Gucci put that photo on the internet. Allegedly, Nikki was him off,
Yeah.
but it was Photoshop.
Damn.
And he put them tweets out saying, "Oh, I did this, da da da, da da, and all this with Nikki," and then came back and was like, and I even think Deb Anthony said he was mad that Nikki didn't want to sleep with him. And she didn't. And he came back and said, "Yeah, my bad. I was tripping." Right? And then turned around and did a song with Nikki.
Man, I don't trust that industry gossip. They probably did
It's
say
not-
I was a rapper, and a girl come around the next day, they want to
Nikki
blah,
wasn't
blah,
gonna
blah.
smash Gucci, man. And I'm gonna tell you
Gucci?
that. No.
Do you know who Gucci was at that? Whoa.
I'm not-
That's why I draw the line
No,
at, bro.
no, listen,
That's why I draw the
I'm
line.
not dissing them. Nikki loves Gucci.
If Gucci go be a Republican and get into politics right now, I'm gonna believe him because he's being reaffirmed. I have saw him grow and mature into a well businessman.
He has a handler. Don't get me started on that. Anyway.
A handler.
He has
a good wife.
Okay.
So he don't have a good wife?
She's a bitch. Allegedly.
You listen. When black folks get up into a level, they always paint pictures of us.
No.
She's
Open.
Jamaican, baby. So they do stuff different.
Nikki's Trinidadian.
So I thought she was New Yorker. Now she's
from Trinidad. She came here as an illegal immigrant.
Oh my God! Now it's not the real Gucci because he got in shape. If you see how I looked when I was in jail, you get in shape. All we do is work out all day.
Listen, open your eyes to everything that's going on in the world. Right? Like I said in my post the other day, nothing is what it seems. Just because Keisha get up and cook and do this and do that does not mean there isn't some extra things going on behind the scenes.
I'm not saying it's not perfect.
But when he was on Breakfast Club, you know who was talking the whole time?
She was protecting the brand as a wife.
Hold on.
Man, we ain't gonna diss Gucci, dog.
I'm not dissing him. I'm dissing
this where it goes down there, dog. You know what I'm saying, y'all?
Hey, listen, I'm not dissing Gucci. You gotta listen to what I'm saying.
We ain't gonna play by Gucci.
I think that Keisha has a hold on him.
Listen, all right, baby. I want to tell you this.
Babe, would
you put a hold on me, right?
Babe, but you don't do everything.
When I look at my old videos and they pop up, I'm in a club. I got dread, young. I got so many videos in strip clubs and just living a different life. All right, when you get with a good woman, you don't care about living that life. You don't care about. They better get them kids before I go on out there. Anyway, I ain't finished about because now I forgot what I was just talking about. Okay, when you get a good woman and you a hustler, some of us we be in the street, but we hustlers. And it's take a good woman to show you the proper hustle. Like they can see, like, you know what? Like my appointments. I see you, let's say this. You done saw me make money washing cars that you'd have been accustomed for. But when we got together and I was able to focus on other things, you get to see me do more than that. Now you know I'm capable of doing more than washing cars. Even though it's a good, successful business, even though it pays the bills, I'm able to expand my thoughts now because my thoughts are clear. I'm not drunk all the time. I'm not smoking weed back to back. What else? I'm not stressed out. You know what I'm saying? I also, if I can't figure something out, I have someone that I can have a conversation with to help me figure it out. My days are rough some days, and you know that. Some days my past creep up. You know what I mean? But when you got somebody around you that's like a shield between all that, it's going to make you change. It's going to make you grow. I drank water before I met you, but now I know it's mandatory to drink water. You know what I'm saying? I knew not to eat crazy, all type of food before I met you, but now I know why it's not. So it's just like we been these people, but y'all will come around and sharpen it. I think women be a lot more concerned in certain things than men. Y'all care about, you need to go get them down, the feet pedicured or something. It is rough. Go get that damn corn chopped off. We don't care. We'll let it go old, then we get in a nursing home. We got a big black toe right here, green toe right here. So it's like also skin routine. Y'all, we'll know. Let me throw on some lotion and go out the door. You know what I told myself this summer? I'm using sunscreen. You see what I'm saying this summer? Because me and you personally know my skin don't take that heat very well through my personal situation. So it's like y'all push cause man, we got first like we got this man mind frame. We go lift weights, we ain't wearing no back brace, and then we come on, oh, my back hurt. I told you put on that back brace. You know what I'm saying? I told you to stretch. We just be like, a lot of stuff to us be like corny, be like, that's corny. And again, it's all about what you saw growing up. It's all about who you was around going. It's all about what you installed, what you saw. These eyes, that's what your eyes see is your future. You know what I'm saying? What your eyes see, what your kids' eyes see when they walk out that door, what they see before they go to sleep, what they see when they wake up, that determines their future. Hey, listen.
What determines it is what they do.
You put your kids in different places and in different rooms, they got a better chance. You know what I'm saying? They are a few steps ahead in life. You know what I mean?
You know what the people told me when I moved over here first, like years ago? That because this is like they don't consider it mixed income, they consider it something else.
Yeah.
Where it's different, whatever. I forgot what they call it. But when was it Andre Dickens? When they were doing this particular apartment complex, they said, we want to put a child that may have come from a middle to low income family beside a child that has a doctorate for a parent. Because the child has better chances of doing better in life if their neighbor is doing better than them. So, it's
that's smart. Like that's a good saying.
Yeah, it's stuff like that too. But now,
so that's like Trump, right? That's like Trump with this new bill with the school choice, expand to choose to however you say it. Anyway, that's what he's doing, and that's why you seen those grandmothers coming up on this live. And they crying. I mean, the people who I played on my live earlier, it was a black woman. They was up there crying and stuff because one black woman, she was like, "Man, I'm happy he sent the troops. My grandchild got murdered, and we've been going through a lot of community. Hey, I'm a Democrat, but I've been pushing. Nobody would, give her no recognition, This man got a hold of Trump, and he invited her to the White House. They got stuff going on. Okay, well, we got another parent that was explaining how what she went through as a kid and how she couldn't go to the other school, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, she was able now, since that law been passed, now her child can go to a proper school and not be put over there with, all the people that's, like I said, a part of that environment. So this is all the same thing. And I think as human, no matter what color you is, we all starting to figure out the energy travels. You got to be around positive energy. You can't be in a school where you can point out who actually go do, like, we used to call them nerds. It's sad. It's 30 people in the classroom and there's 2 people getting all the answers right. See what I'm saying? So it's like we don't want to repeat that. It's some kids that don't need to be in that classroom. They need to be on the other side and away from the friends so they can focus and they can become something better. You in a classroom with 20 kids, 10 girls, 8 on have been assaulted. See what I'm saying? 8 on father probably in jail. So it's like when all that same type of energy and trauma just floating around. That's why you get early age pregnancies. I'm someone who did create a baby in high school, all because I did feel like I wouldn't be living past 25, none of that. I couldn't think that far at the time. So I'm saying I was a good kid, but then I just felt like, oh well, everybody else doing it. I was kind of late. There people who had kids before me, but also it was so lenient. It was too lenient for me. It was like, my mom always pushed graduate. It should have been pushed past that and past that. You know what I'm saying? I had a brother who went to college, but still, the main thing was to graduate. And then people go get a job at the port. They'll go get a job. Brunswick, like.
But that's a factor too, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the school. It's where you grew up to. You grew up in a small country. I'd say it's a town, but I know it's a city. You grew up in a small country city. That is different from somebody who's going to grow up in a bigger city that's not as small where everybody don't know each other. It's different. It's different because it creates different habits.
You know how many country towns it is in the world that we African Americans live in?
Man, I know that. I'm not saying there's not. That's not what I said. You gotta listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not just the school you went to. Because there could be a school just like that in Charlotte, but it's a bigger city. So that can have an effect on the things you see, the people you know, the things that go on in a space where it might be 50 people versus 5,000.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
True.
And also, I just think in like the movie Joe that Tyler Perry just created, I know people feel how they feel about him.
That was good.
But it also shows the reverse of isolating your black kids.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
That's too white.
Right.
And how that can have an effect on them as well.
Dog, that's crazy. That's crazy. Did y'all watch the movie Joe yet? Tyler Perry new movie. Man, listen, that's a good movie, bro. And that's crazy because you're right about that.
But
you're right about that.
My parents, I didn't grow up in super white predominantly white areas, right?
Hmm? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, is what's the movie name, baby?
Joe's College Road Trip.
Joe's College
Road Trip.
Road Trip. It's on Netflix by Tyler Perry. That movie got a lot of truth in it, but it's dark humor. You know what I mean? You gonna be hearing them call. I mean, it really. That's sad. You know what? You know.
This type of movies, that's really.
You know what, baby? And that's what I mean. That's how you know I grew up in so.
No, I'm not saying I'm not. It didn't bother me.
But it just felt regular.
Yeah, that's crazy. But it's for his type of movie, that's a very vulgar type movie.
Right. It wasn't a lot on the Christian side, basically.
Yeah, because his is usually pushing that, but that wasn't. But what I was saying was, as far as like isolating kids in super predominantly white schools,
Pause.
activities.
But in that movie, right? It was some in there too. I just thought about it. When he put his thing in that hole.
I was just trying to figure out what was that.
That was a man with a mustache.
Okay, I didn't.
It was a dark humor joke. Like when people go to truck stops and they got a sign that say "Put your."
They don't tell the story.
Well, y'all need to go watch the movie, but yeah.
Yeah, I finished.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you know how. I mean, I can pull up in the hood. I can pull up to where you're from, and I feel fine, right?
Right.
My parents made sure, especially my dad. I would say my dad. They put me in decent schools, like let's say mixed schools in the suburbs. That's where I went to school at. But I also have gone to school in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
It was an art school, but it was in the hood. The summer camps I went to, in the hood, all of them. Except maybe one. And they put me in environments and activities with people that looked like me too. I can't recall a summer camp where I was the only black girl. I can't recall a classroom where I was the only black girl. Like, it's just important to have that balance with your kids. That's all I'm saying.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. I'm glad we had this conversation. I appreciate your commentary. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in here, and y'all, I got boxes and stuff at pickup at the mailbox. I got my fryer. My baby ordered me a fryer for the business, so I gotta head down there. I enjoy it. It was a good conversation. Man, my girl picked my dang brain. She know me. But when you say Nikki, she all ears open. For real.
It's gotta be. That's my girl.
I like her music. I just think she's great. I used to be attracted to her a lot too.
But she is.
I
crazy,
still
but
live,
people
yeah.
like everybody has their own thing.
Let me see some more of this. Let me see.
Neither like and most 99% of the parents would not let their 17-year-old child get breast implants. So if you wouldn't let a child get breast implants, you're not going to want them to have any kind of surgery, because we all know the brain is not developed, and we've heard about 19 times more likely to commit suicide. What more do you need to know? That a child is 19 times more likely to commit suicide if they have a surgery before they're an adult? So I just wanted to make that clear, because, you know, of course, I don't judge, you know, adults with, you know, they can do whatever they want. With Newsome, it's the fact that with everything you said.
And that's wild that they flipped that on her if that was her message. You know what I'm saying?
That's how the industry.
That'll be messed up. Appreciate that, Zion. Yeah, that'll be messed up. If they push that on her like that and that's all she was saying, they wrong for that.
But
I'm gonna
that's
take that back. If they did that.
Look what they did to Britney Spears.
Mhm.
The conservatorship. When think about everything that's coming out now, right? The whole Pizzagate thing, they calling the kids code names for pizza.
Oh yeah.
All these celebrities and stuff like this, all this trafficking. It was a place in Sandy Springs that was just shut down today for trafficking.
What?
Yes, Sandy Springs.
Gotta be massage parlor or something.
Yes. The police came over there and put that.
Which one?
I don't know.
Well, I should have been. No, I need a massage. What? That ain't cheating. That ain't cheating. Baby, that ain't. I'm going to get a massage. I ain't say nothing though. I bet some Chinese people.
Play.
Oh, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. A little commentary.
Anyway.
Wow.
So it's like you guys.
Atlanta off the chain.
The world is off the chain, right? But that's what I'm saying. These people want you to focus on Nicki Minaj shaking Trump's hand, but don't want to focus on stuff like that going on. They want to paint people that know what's going on. Yay. Right? We all thought he was crazy and going. This is the game, the mental gymnastics that these people play because they don't want to be exposed. So if you don't want to be exposed, naturally you're gonna what? Play the face of somebody else and say, no, they the ones that's crazy. They're the ones that's da 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 da. And it's like that's not even it.
Mm-hmm.
They know too much.
That's how they did Cat Williams. I can go down. Who
Dave
else?
Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, Orlando Brown, Kodak. It's like, why these people went to acting crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Kanye. Well, they, you know what I'm saying? They pushed all them agendas. And look how he separated himself from Jay-Z out of nowhere, though. And then how he don't mess with his baby mama. I feel like all that is like something is.
And Northwest has piercings in her face.
You see how she looking now? Yeah, already.
The stuff that he said he didn't want his daughter doing.
Yep. Because he knew so.
And it's like, and they play that game too. The Nashians, they play that game too.
Yeah.
And it's like anything that try to get in the way, they're gonna flip it and make it seem like you are bad shit crazy. When really they're the ones that's evil.
Yeah. You say it's popping over here? Yeah, I got my mods. I got my people with me engaged in this conversation. I knew what my title saying, Trap won over the African American community. Question, this video allegedly proved. I know a lot of people's gonna skip past it. Trust me, this was for my personal people who like to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I got my beautiful fiance right here. This wasn't about the views. People will come back and watch it. I got 98. Let's read out. Let's go to my studio. I can't say it was that money that's in there, but I can't show y'all that. I had 98, but now I have 91,000.9K views this month. I have 20.1K thousand more views than normal, right? Let me go to the dashboard. I have 81 subs from January the 23rd till today. I have gained 81 subs. Do you ask these people how long it take them to gain subs? Somebody's listening, somebody's watching. Know what I mean? You know, so it's great. You know what I'm saying? It's great. Life is good. You feel me? Life is great. I think that's some good numbers. A lot of people, for real, a lot of people, they not reaching that. You know what I'm saying? They not reaching that. So this just more views, and you haven't gained any subs. You gotta start going live. You know, you always, when you hit the panels, you always have good conversation. And with me right now, man, I needed this today. I needed fresh content. When I'm ready to jump in, I jump in. I see what's going on out there. I just think when I know the elites in this sector is trying to attack me and they waiting for me to jump out there, I remove myself and I make them look like a fool. Like when they sitting up there talking about me today, just saying the dumbest stuff, and I'm not saying nobody's name, I just loves it. You gotta be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, just gotta let certain people crash out. Cause I know people is looking for a response from me. When I know you look, I shut everybody down. Look how I'm doing. Yeah.
Your response, so we can't give you the
No. When I need to holler at you, I'll holler at you. We good. These views been up, they've been down. We have 40, 50, 30, 20, 10, 7. That ain't right. I'm happy that people came. I see celebrities like dude Aaron the Plumber. They have 49 people watching them. I average 100 and something, whatever. I average over that. Like, what? Would he be having 100 people watching him? So it'd be like, it don't matter, like, you know what I mean?
I'm reading Queen comment.
Oh, your queen be going.
She said a good woman don't allow a millionaire to walk around with donkey veneers. Why cut corners like that?
Oh, you seen Cardi B about to take that stuff out her butt?
No.
She's removing her plastic surgery.
No, she needs to. She look a mess.
That junk look crazy. She still gonna have something in there. She just go probably have a little small. Yeah, she look crazy. Ooh, imagine how her butt go look when they take it out.
She did too much. At one point she looked alright, but now that it looks a little crazy.
They said that she loved Duncan. But you know, after she said after her tour, so she gotta go from state to state sagging.
Doing too much.
For real, man. I remember I used to look at. I saw Cardi in person. I think that's that they came to the club with us and I hit somebody with a purse. Cardi was in the club, baby. You know how I look at Cardi. I seen her and like her face, she never needed a body. I done saw a lot of celebrities. This the first one I saw that really looked exactly like, that's how it was. Whoever her makeup artist, whatever, she looked exactly like her pictures. Offset the ones in there.
She didn't have surgery on her face.
What?
Yeah.
So she ain't look like that.
Did you not see the before pictures?
Oh,
or
man.
videos of Cardi? Cardi did not look like that. Cardi has had stuff done to her face.
Man.
You know who has it?
Who?
Nicki Minaj.
Oh. I didn't know that. So when I saw her, listen, because this is my first time I think I've been starstruck. Like, when I saw her, I was just like, so freaking fine. She does give you that, you know what I mean? But you know, she definitely with a bunch of dudes in that club too. Oh no, old girl look good in person. What's her name? The short rapper from New York that's new. Is now Layla is some.
Oh, I know.
The Brooke that Book. that rapper, you know her. I met her. She's super small. She was cool too. She was real humble. But yeah, Cardi, you know, I
just don't think
she
she's ever been naturally pretty.
I just don't like that Cardi be giving all raunchiness like a little.
She been that way. Let me tell you, before Cardi hit mainstream.
Oh, Cash Doll definitely.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she set the bar.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
But
Name a celebrity y'all saw a person that was beautiful.
now I used to listen to mixtape Barty. I used to listen to her.
Yeah.
But when she was on Love and Hip Hop, I already knew it wasn't the fact that I was a fan of Nicki, right? You not even the type of female I would rock with for real. Raunchy, you loud, you ghetto, like that's just not my type of vibe, right? So I already off of personality, you just not my vibe. Now when she graduated from stripper to rapper, and she started to change, I was still okay with her, but the industry, she changed.
Yeah.
She changed.
She upgraded. I mean, her and Offset, but you know how some people just belong together because they both kind of the same people in one.
They did.
Yeah, they.
He's not a husband and she's not a wife. They did not belong together at all.
What I mean by perfectly spiritually, they kind of.
She's a witch.
He was doing his thing too. So like at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying, baby. I think for their level, they matched each other energy.
If that was true, they would still be
Kevlo, have y'all watched Me a Couple? No.
Yeah.
She be watching the show. I don't watch TV. It gotta be something super exclusive.
Yeah, you wouldn't sit there and watch that.
Y'all see y'all.
Yeah, now I'm not gonna lie. When Lotto like was in her mixtape bag, I liked her too.
Lotto definitely probably the prettiest. Like when it comes to rappers, natural Lotto, but she got the home court advantage. I don't know. She's one on.
Lotto's naturally pretty, but she had to get her look together. When Lotto really first started coming out, like her first album, she looked like she was 35 years old.
Yeah, she did.
She looked very old in the face. The wigs was not working for her. You know what changed that?
What?
Let me stop. But anyway, she just wasn't, but Lotto's definitely naturally pretty. Like, that's natural pretty. Clark didn't look like that.
Talking about what makes Lotto, Lotto got like this, like as a man, like her eyes, like she got some unique. She remind me, I don't know, like she got that look of growing up. Like her swag is still back like ATL days. She remind me of that lady, I guess, Lauren London off the movie. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it was.
Yeah, Lotto's naturally pretty.
Yeah.
But I think. And I hope I'm not being colorist.
And I really like brown skinned girls, like,
I'm not being colorist, but like, I think there's like a difference between like pretty and like that, like beauty. Cash Doll is beautiful.
Yeah, Cash Doll, definitely, that's my
Like her
type.
feature, like.
She got a boss persona. Who we can put her next to?
She by herself.
It's somebody.
Everybody don't got to be next to somebody. She by herself.
Ooh, persona wise, she just country. You know who's a baby her? She just
Because who is a baby?
A baby Cash Doll. If she elevate, I give her 2 more years.
Hang it up. Hang it up. I can start a rap career for that. Hang it up.
Glow is going to end up. When she get to her OG status, she's still learning.
No, it's up. Like your time is that window. Let me tell you what happened with Cash Doll. I used to love me some Cash Doll. I thought I was about to start rapping with Cash Doll. Really hit
You
the
definitely give Cash Doll.
like
Yeah,
2015.
They
Cash
talking
Doll.
about heck no. Now Mercy don't like that.
Hell no.
She from
Cash Doll
Detroit.
was up here with it.
Yeah.
The remixes and everything. She came out like, oh, this is thick ass, brown skinned, pretty female
Yeah.
rapping like this. And she from Detroit, so she got the swag. The hair was
Definitely.
laid. But that contract deal she was in, like her window of like where she was at, it fucked her up. And that's kind of why she fell like where she
She
fell.
was supposed to hit the scene like how Glow did. Glow had like Glow and Sexy Red careers was what both together was what Cash Doll was supposed to be, but on a more boss level. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about Sexy Red. Sexy Red, she wore the furs and all that. She could have been that, but then they got her to the right. Yeah, like that car. I hate they be doing that. Be like, bro, you could have.
They're pushing her like when you talk about sex and raunchiness.
Oh yeah, they got her.
That's different.
I think that's her personality, is just hood,
They
fun,
play-
nasty.
Do you know the first song she did? Do, 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 do. You don't even know that. I be in my music bag.
They say Sexy Red. Yeah. Sexy looking right now. You better go look at it. Sexy not playing right now though. Oh no mercy. Go look at her newest video with Chief Keef. Sexy looking right now. Yeah, Sexy looking right now. Yeah, I'm saying Sexy is sexy.
Anyway,
Every hood nigga mess with Sexy.
I like Sexy, but they're definitely
Nah, they said she messed with Chief Keef. I don't know if it's true or something, but I think her and Drake probably just knocked that off. Drake loves some little ratchets though.
Drake, that's not Drake.
What?
No.
Yeah, you must ain't no real Drake friend. Drake
Oh,
love the
you-
ratchets.
No, I'm gonna tell you. who
Sexy
Drake-
not ugly.
I didn't say she was. I don't think she's ugly at all. I think she's a natural, pretty black girl. But Drake like women like me. He likes big booty women.
So they ain't got
For
nothing to
real.
do with. I like big booty women, right? But that's not gonna stop me from saying,
That-
"Oh,
Sexy.
all he did was hit it."
He didn't hit Sexy.
Well, I don't know if he did. Let me take that back. Don't sue me.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I just think that if Drake had the chance to smash Sexy, he would. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think so. That's not his type. I know his type.
Y'all woman something else. Y'all
I
would
know
never
his
know
type.
man type.
Let me tell
We
you.
really don't naturally have a type.
He first off, I don't think. Let me switch it because I sound like.
Oh, they said she sold that walk to
Anti-
Aiden Ross.
And
You think so? You think that was real?
Drake not sexy type. Let me switch that. That's not his type.
Ah, St. Louis in there. Slim, what's good? Slim say no sexy red. He said no sexy red slut will be tolerated. St. Louis in it. What up, bro?
We love that. You know when we went. Well, we didn't go together, but the little baby and friends.
Oh
When
yeah,
he
sexy
brought
was good. Yeah,
out
sexy.
the
I went crazy.
whole-
Man,
Yeah,
what?
it
I would
went
happily
up.
see her. Yeah, I would.
Sexy
And I'm
had
a
me
man.
twerking
She
in the
came out
stand.
there and turned it up. Yeah.
She really turned it up. But see, that's what they push her for. They know she's gonna get the crowd going.
Mhm.
She caters to what music was hip hop or rap was supposed to be, to increase violence and all these things.
Mhm.
She pushes that agenda, and she pushes the fuck nigga agenda. Like, F these niggas, I'm gonna go fuck him and come back to
No,
me.
agenda
And-
pushes is Cardi.
No, Sexy's pushing
To me, allegedly, your homegirl who you looked up to was once a agenda push. Sexy Red only act like the hood girls in your hood.
Do you not?
Facts. Sexy is like the
Listen,
homeboy
I
in your
just said
neighborhood,
no.
homegirl.
The song, we're gonna go on YouTube. The first song Sexy put out is nothing like what she's putting out today. I'm telling you that. Her main star in the video was
Sexy
white.
Red, I love her.
That's
So
not
it's
the first
sexy.
song.
Like, come on,
That's
man.
not the first thing. Listen to me.
Her
She is
lyrics
a
ain't that bad.
pawn.
Sexy not a pawn.
The music go, but she is a pawn. They are.
She ain't, nah, she
You're
ain't,
not listening.
she ain't hit that level.
Let me tell you.
Sexy
she
getting
has
sued.
hit
Oh,
that-
I ain't hear that. No, she can't get sued for that song because she didn't drop it on platform. So She can, you can remix. Like right now, I can go rap on a Michael Jackson beat and post it on Instagram and shoot a video. I just can't make no money to it.
But she a plant, baby. Love it. I love you, but she's a plant.
She just a little ghetto baby that made it, man.
No, let me tell you, they took that and made it her personality. They made it her brand.
She be that.
No, listen to me, right?
Oh my! Nikki is what you call a pawn.
No.
That is sexy. Is naturally from the hood. Get on your hood and twerk. Blow them. That's their personality.
Listen.
Yo, biggie.
Okay, let me give you.
She ain't even from America.
See how you always go back to dissing Nikki? It don't even sound right.
She's not even from America, baby.
It doesn't matter. It don't sound right. You trying to prove a point and it makes no fucking sense. Anyway, listen to this. We got Glow and we got
Really
Sexy.
from the hood. Really from the hood.
Okay. You know the difference? They said, oh, we can brand this one Sexy. We can brand this one. And then what do they do? Somebody's personality versus how you brand them is two different things. They said, we're going to take her personality and also make that her brand because what? It sells. That is an industry plant. That is what you call an industry plant.
Everybody.
She's not the only one, but I'm telling you, that's the difference.
Nikki the champ, Kev.
Hey! They always try to diss my girl.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I come from such a gutter place.
Nikki from the hood too.
I
That's
know,
the crazy
but she's
thing.
still not from America. So I
She
can.
from the hood,
I
too.
seen so many sexy reds going up to the point. To me, I can't see where's the industry plant when I saw them walking around my neighborhood.
But
every
you
day.
don't think that's pushing an agenda on black women?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
you can't say I mean. See, that's you picking and choosing. Because who would you want to raise your kids? A Nicki Minaj or a Sexy Red? Thank you. So that's pushing an agenda to say, yeah, you can get out here and shake your ass and say fuck these niggas. And
ooh, that's a bad combination. Don't even put me in no
that's
situation
not a
like that.
combination.
Dang.
Anybody with sense would know. I know where I'm going.
Choosing out a Nikki and Sexy Red.
If you don't,
What, baby? I'm
if you have a
sorry.
problem with
I don't.
your mental is fucked up. Cause it's a clear. Would you want your daughter on top of a hood, shaking her ass in booty shorts and jiggling her titties like this, saying "fuck these niggas"? Or would you want her handling her business, standing up for the Christians, doing what people are supposed to be doing, raising a family and also play?
I know the young Nikki. Okay, stop comparing.
Young Nikki wasn't on niggas hoods popping her pussy. Sorry, she wasn't.
Nikki was our bees in the trap.
She wasn't on. She wasn't pushing.
Our bees in the trap. Man.
Listen, she wasn't pushing.
Listen, I don't even want no situation like this.
Shaking her ass.
Baby, don't never put me in. I had to think as a father, like, God dang, I can't even.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even answer it.
No, yes, you can, because you chose. You chose me. You chose me, right?
Oh my God. Woo. What.
You chose me, so you made a decision.
I know, baby, but still.
You wouldn't choose a Sexy Red, really? You gotta think about.
I never dated I never liked the ghetto loud type. I don't know. I don't think the ghetto loud type ever liked me. Like, I ain't never messed with when I was in the streets, right? Okay, let's say as a man, right? How can I put this? It not sound horrible. Okay, so when you're in the streets and they know you the plug at the time, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the the girls, then you got the ones that everybody know. You know, they at the club, they got the fix, they got and that's the ones who you know what I'm saying, what they spend their money on, right? Them the type I would just spend money on, get some hairdos done and stuff, and I would never cut from them.
The ratchet?
I can't consider it super ratchet. I can consider it as the hot girls, right? Right? You do hair, so you know who the hot girls is. Like the ones that be living in Midtown and they got that nigga who called for this and that, right? You do hair, right? So you get what I'm saying when I say hot girl. I would never cuff them. I will only get some money. I'll be getting the money, and I will only whoop, whoop, whoop. See what I'm saying? And it'll be that. Now, if I had something at the house, it was never somebody that liked to be on the scene. I just never could cuff that type. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I don't think I saw the value in cuffing them. That type will always turn around and call me a F-boy because I'm not spending on them. You got a couple goddamn woo woo woo, and we go do what we do, and that's just gonna be that. But I'm charming, you know. I got charming, so they will want Kevin, but I will always give him Care of Low. You know what I'm saying?
Because your body knows. So when I ask you, would you pick Nikki or Sexy Red? Your body.
I'm gonna go with Nikki.
I'm gonna go with not pick a Sexy
I can't because I'm gonna look at her like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But that's because you know I'm daddy.
But also, I don't think
naturally.
men, it was a post on Instagram I seen. Men don't. I think sometimes, and I'll say at a younger age,
Y'all get what I'm saying?
A younger age of maturity, because maturity doesn't really have an age. But men don't think about if something life altering happens to me, this person is going to be in charge or responsible to take care of me for the rest of my life. And that should help men determine what type of women they take serious. What you looking up?
I'm trying to fix my title for everybody to discover this video that went from Trump to I'm gonna put politics talks and more. I'm gonna change it for real. Trump. It was a good. Yeah, I'm about to put a good name. They talk about lead the title. No, this one going under the radar. It's dope. I don't because it wasn't just based around here. It's gonna just say the Kevin J Show, and that what it gonna be. That what it's gonna be. I don't want to because it always be that for me. Dang, I might have to go all the way and restart. Okay. Right. Yeah. They just leave it like that. Yeah. Okay, what we just talking?
I was saying, like, when I don't think men think as men are critical, detailed thinkers like women naturally, right? Because y'all wasn't designed that way.
Who told you that?
God didn't design man to think like women, is what I'm saying.
You just said man is not critical, detailed thinkers. Take that back.
No, what I said.
Take it back. Take it back.
Because it's on your live.
Take it back.
What I said was men are not as critical thinkers in detail as women. That's what I said.
What? Though?
Y'all not.
I'm going to use one situation.
You just said
I'm going to use one situation, right?
You just said it earlier when you was talking about the facial and...
I'm going to tell y'all like this. I'm going to tell you like this. Women would see that car on E, and they would still try to drive cross town, knowing they need to stop and get some gas, and then they'll be calling you like, "Baby, I told you I ain't stopped to, sometime it happen. Why you ain't do that?" Cause I was there. You go. That's not critical thinking. No, don't you swip it. Keep it right there. Right. This is what I would say, right? No. Because you not a man. I wish I had one of my red pill talking cousins right now. Then would I need them?
No, you don't.
Just because, because you need
not
to
with no woman like me.
Listen. This we got. That's that Barb attitude. Listen, right? Just because you're a woman don't mean you can't stop and get gas. You need it. You gonna come bother a man? I could be building a house and I gotta stop.
That doesn't mean
and come put gas in the car.
That doesn't mean
because you're a woman.
Still aren't more detailed and more critical than men because I don't like getting gas. I don't like getting gas. I hate getting gas. I hate getting gas more than I hate paying bills. I don't know why. I just don't think I should be going to get gas. I don't want to pump the gas. I don't want to get out. I don't like getting gas, right? I want the car to stay full. There are men that'll meet their woman at the gas station to pump the goddamn gas.
Here it go.
So I'm just saying, excuses.
That's that nigga need to take that at work. You got too much time. You down pump gas, nigga.
But anyway.
That ain't never you threw that out there.
Here we
Fellas.
go. That wasn't too
but okay, stay in that pocket.
There's men that do.
No, let's stay in that
for
pocket.
women, so it's not just
Can
me.
we stay in that
No,
pocket?
because you trying to call me out.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm just not about you. This is a lesson to them niggas that always want to put up and pump gas. Leave her to be able to do something. She go play your little soft behind. She need to do something. All right? You do everything else, but I'm telling you, now if you in the car with a pump the gas, but bro, if you pulling up to meet her to pump the gas, you about to make another problem. You need to use some of that free time and come up with another business plan or something.
Okay.
Go to the gym, go walk. We should have won the walk.
What you think about this, then? What you think about men that'll take their woman or their wife car and go fill it up?
I think that's sweet,
Okay.
but that don't need to be all the time.
Why not?
Like it need to be when I do that, I'm gonna put some flowers. Know what I'm saying?
Why I gotta be all that?
Because I don't want you. I don't want to get old. I don't want you to get used. I want you to feel surprised every time I do it. Because I don't need to just feel that car up. I need to feel your heart up.
Well, you can always put flowers in it. I'm just saying,
I need to make your heart grow.
that does make a woman.
I need to make us grow.
When she
Nothing
don't
I
like-
can get out that store can make you feel better. If I don't make you feel better without spending $1, then I'm not the one. I'm not the right one.
No, understandably so. I understand what you're saying, but it's not about the money. It's the act. It's the convenience, right? Every day you come home, or most days you come home, a meal is cooked, house is clean.
Y'all see why I be cooking 4 times out of the week as a man?
No.
Where is Nacho when I need
I had
him?
the flu.
Nacho,
That's why you was
wait.
cooking.
See, this is when we go looking for Nacho.
True.
You know what? I'm about to find Nacho now. No. I need a red pill cousin.
I had the flu, and he had to go and be.
I'm about to let you hear what about
in the kitchen. But most of the time, I get in the kitchen, but
Boy,
I
y'all hear
don't
this?
mind because I love to cook. I love to cook, so I don't mind being in the kitchen most of the time. There's some days I don't feel like it, but most of the time I'm in the kitchen. I don't mind that. What I'm saying is, it's the convenience, right? You know, I can't speak for nobody else, but you know, 9 times out of 10, when Monty come home, or Monty home.
Facts, Lester.
Wait.
Hold on, wait. He said,
No.
Kevlo Nice 100 because we witnessed you being in the kitchen, also cleaning up, and I do the laundry. But lately, I ain't gonna lie, I've been doing other stuff, so I've been trying not to do too much cooking because when I'm not doing this, I'm listening to videos, I'm ordering stuff. My schedule have somehow became super busy, even sitting in the house. Today was supposed to be an off day.
But they don't live
I'm talking. Hold on.
So I got cut off.
No, but listen, because she ready to explain herself. She does a lot. Like, we got this thing where we don't eat out as much no more, right? So back, I used to didn't cook. She know I'm hop in the car. What you want grits, eggs, pancakes. But it made us gain weight. That's one thing it did. It also spent a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So we had to slow down on that. So now it's like, but she cooks a lot. But
this is the thing though. I was saying the convenience. We can get on me cooking, but I'm saying it's the convenience, right? 9 times out of 10, or even if you say 8 times out of 10, if Monty home before I get home, she's gonna have something cooked, and I can get in the shower. Towels are gonna be clean. They're gonna be folded. That's the convenience. So the flip side to convenience is saying, hey, let me go take my wife's car and fill it up. So when she gotta go to work,
you stuck on filling this car.
No, I'm telling you,
Okay,
I'm
go
talking
ahead.
about the convenience.
Mhm.
I said the act, right?
The act, okay.
So the act of me saying, you know what, I know my man gonna be hungry, food gonna be ready, or at least cook it hot by the time he get out of the shower, it's ready. That's convenience, right? Or I know he need a fresh towel to wash with. He mentioned it the other day. Make sure the towels is washed before I go to work, right? That's the convenience. It does cost time and energy, but the convenience of saying, hey,
Facts, Lester. I'm bucking on. I don't like pumping gas because I'm always at the gas station.
Anyway, but the convenience on the flip side is an example because you said the money. I can't buy you nothing, and da da da. It's the act of saying, you know what?
That's sweet. Yes.
Let me take this off my wife's plate. That's what I'm saying. Not
right.
She's being bought because you keep throwing.
That's adding something else to my plate, though. Like I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah.
I don't want. Listen.
Man,
I do everything. One day I'll check on that list. That I'm not, because let me tell you why. I'm not dealing with one woman. I'm dealing with my mama, my daughter, and you. So my plate is full.
Your wife comes.
My wife. Oh, that's cool and that's cute. That's cool. It's still a plate. I don't care if I eat the chicken first or the broccoli. It's on the same plate.
But let me tell you, what they say. Happy wife, happy life.
They never told me I gotta go pick the car and pump the gas.
Listen to this.
But I would do that though because I'm sweet like that.
It's
I'm
like
nice
having
like
a garden, right?
Right.
The more you water the flowers, not only the more flowers will grow, but the more beautiful they'll be. And you learn how to keep them maintained.
See, I'm the guy. See, I don't care about that little joker who pumped the gas. I'm the guy who changed the oil, washed the car. Wait. That's the basic nigga. I'm the exotic nigga. I wash the car. I fix the car. I change the oil. I pay to get it fixed. Go tell your daddy to pick the car up and pump the gas, pull it up.
When you become a husband, what are you talking about?
But I can say that though as a man, we can say that. Because sounds like you want a daddy.
No.
Them women
It's not having a daddy.
Them women don't want. They stop commenting and now they done stop commenting. They like, nah, y'all. But also real talk though. I would do that, but my plate. What's up, bro? What's up, man? I like I said, that sounds good. That's something you do once in a while. Even with the buying flowers, you know, I'm once in a while. But I'm trying to buy a home. I'm trying to put the garden. I'm so past buying flowers and man, I'm trying to buy an acre, baby. I'm trying to go to the next level right now. All right.
I understand that. I'm not being personal with the gas. I'm just saying it's the convenience.
I'm with that. That's cool.
That's just one example. There's a million.
That's for the nigga who can't change the oil.
Man, there's a million other things.
Or the tire.
Can do that would take something off of a woman's plate.
Are you feeling me, Lester? Like it's different categories of man. Each partner has to do what they need to do, even if we have to pump our gas while our man at work. Facts. That's the one rule I need to put like on the door. You go pump that gas.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? So how do you feel about if your woman is out?
There you go.
Let's use the gas station for example, since that's what y'all own. And
Beyonce, they said, Kevlo, you heard that Beyonce's oldest daughter is actually Kathy White. Who is that? I've been seeing a lot about Beyonce though. I ain't even gonna cap. They got some. I don't even want boy.
But you know, months ago, back in the fall, now we had already kind of speculated this for years. But Nicki had posted a picture of Jay-Z and his oldest son. That boy from whatever that actually really looked like him. But he denied it. She posted that. So I think she knows something about that too. That's really his son. And with Beyonce, allegedly, when she was pregnant with Blue, they said Blue was not her baby. They're saying Blue is the baby of a mistress that Jay-Z had before she died of illness called what do all the celebrities die of pneumonia? Yeah. But Okay, wait. Back to the example, right? How do you feel about your woman being out at the gas station, and then a man offers to pump her gas?
I want to go back to the Beyonce conversation.
Wait, because I was trying to switch.
Because come on, let's get some good content. We don't want to hear all that.
I was just asking. Okay.
How I feel, you need to pump your gas, and you want to pay for it. Tell him go in there, and you call me and say this nigga paid for the gas, stupid. And you give him my number.
I said pump it, not pay for it. But pump it.
Well, now you gotta be careful though. Never put yourself in the presence of a man, because they can kidnap you, they can lace you, they can do anything. It can go wrong. I know, but just you gotta be mean. You gotta be mean.
Okay.
I don't like no nice girl.
Now, okay, hold on. Now, my thing with that, right? I've heard stories of women be mean, and then a man try to rob her or assault her because he is. A lot of men can't take rejection. So
act slow. Do that. Huh? They ain't gonna care. Why don't you then?
No, they don't take advantage of you. That's crazy.
Act slow. I need mine to act slow.
What I do?
You better be acting slow.
No, I play nice.
Act different.
I don't make it home.
Do sign language.
So I'll say, hey, yeah, you can have my number. Are you listening?
Yeah, okay, what you
My
say?
daddy taught me to put on my poker face, okay?
Right.
Make people think you. So I act a little ditzy. Hey, yeah, you can have my number. I give him the work number. And once I get home, block.
You better give them a wrong number. I don't know work them now. We break up and all them niggas we been gave the wrong number to and block. You can go and see. There go Willie. Willie, let me go. Hey, Willie, I'm single.
Them numbers do not get saved.
It don't matter. You can go find that.
I don't.
Man, iPhones, you could type in a word, gas station. He could say that Willie from the gas station. And you could type in gas station and you go right to it. This
Put it to bed. I'm trying to get home safe. You talk about
no.
Anyway, I've tried.
Yeah, they gonna call you while you standing there. Thank you, Mercy.
Yes, they will call you while you standing there. This is before us. I had a man do that to me, like, oh, you gave me the wrong. I'm like, oh damn, I did. So niggas know when you playing games. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, well.
Oh man.
They will do that.
Oh,
so
Willie, they got that work uniform. He done hopped out that big boy truck, hollering at my girl, man. Willie. Y'all know Willie. He done came in there with those work boots on, uniform. Soon we break up. Hey, but Willie, you know what? You know anybody that can put Freon in the car?
Trust and believe. Anybody that I block, that's not.
I had one dude here. Every time I see him, I did that dude. He wanted her. This dude live over. He wanted her. I started talking around the same time. She ain't give him no play. But every time I see the dude, just because I know that he wanted to holler at her, I always be like, because I'm crazy. You know, I come from a crazy bloodline, so I always be like, so I play that, what up? So when he see me, he be like this. But I be like, what up? I know, I want to be thinking like, is he gonna ask me like one day? But I know you know what I'm saying, you tried to holler at her before.
No, you mean he tried to holler at me?
Yeah, he tried to holler at you before. Yeah. My bad. I'm saying, but I know he tried to holler at you before. But you know what I'm saying? You know, and he got somebody to make it so crazy, y'all. But yeah, like, that was even crazy. What? Yeah, but still.
But no, niggas have tried to kill. Like dudes have killed women before for rejection. They have robbed, especially here in Atlanta. That is a real thing. So I'm not going through that. Yeah, you got one number.
They're talking about it's different levels of Willies. Hey man, for real, dog. Hey, listen, I'm one dude that I don't lie to myself. I know I got it going on. I know I'm me, but I know how it is, dog. I know how Atlanta is one place you can't play with. Trust me. You go outside one time, your girl go out single one day, and she'll have 15 numbers. Just like men. So it's like, I'm telling y'all, like, it depends on where you at. And Brunswick, yeah, when I stay to Brunswick, yeah, you can play all day long. You know, ain't too many to pick from. Atlanta, don't play. Don't play. Trust me. I'm talking about, and Atlanta don't go by looks. Atlanta go by that money on. It be the ugliest nigga in the world pull up in some foreign well, you might be Cardi on the passenger seat for real. I done saw it. So, you know, when I got here, this city was so different for me because like you start seeing like everybody was up, even the young. They like, get that car. I'm getting here. I'm like,
I know that was different.
it was so different. But people, like I said, when I got here, my brother was like he was still in his young return mode. You know what I'm saying? Like he was still enjoying himself. No, now he be laid back in the house stacking up that paper. But you know, I'm riding in forums. I'm enjoying myself. You feel me? Like literally, I'm in the same VIPs as the celebrities. That motherfucker 5,000. We paying 5,000 too. Join it. You know what I mean? With the celebrities. The celebrities in our session. I remember being in the gold room and actors was on BMF. They all in our sector with us, so we lit. Man, bro, I could say I enjoyed myself. I got to relive my youth again. I can say that. Like when I got here, you know what I mean? Yeah, like it was the parties. You know, y'all call them Diddy parties when they be wild, but he ain't have none of that. But I'm saying like we had crazy parties. Like I'm talking about crazy parties. But I got caught up in that life to where I should be focused on creating a new car wash. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that for a little minute. Then it got to the point where now I'm chasing. I'm having fun. You know, I ain't never been free for real. I've been in relationships in high school. I dated my high school sweetheart on and off from like 8th grade all the way till my daughter was probably 7.
Which
one? Honest mama. You got me and her been on. Okay. So you gotta think, me and her was on and off since like 8th grade, 7, something like that. So we made official in high school though, and then years after high school we were still dating. I'm talking about craziness. So I've been in a relationship long time. So that's why I have my breaks where I just like that's why I said when you young relationship like dudes, I'll be going to do a little something here and there because it still young, you're still in me. So, you know, that's how I end up having little kids here and there. She had her little situation. But when I got here, it was like, oh shit, I can relive again. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. Had a lot of fun, especially if you said no. But I like where my life at now. Cause I look at that now like that was dumb.
Well, you're young,
Man, fun. I wasn't too young, but I look at it now like, you know, you folks, cause people 50, 40, 60 years old in the club. Now when I go to the club, it's like a privilege almost. Like, whoo. For real. For real. We ain't been in so long now. It's just really like, yeah, since my birthday.
Because, I mean,
Super birthday about to come
for
out though.
me, like, it's just like, remember how it felt being there? Well, for me.
That was a whack club. I'm going to tell y'all like that. My brother he always go to them bougie whack clubs. Atlanta, when I first came here, that was the last little bit of Atlanta like club, bro. They said we did good. Thank you. Good conversation. That was the last little bit of Atlanta, bro. That was the last little bit of like. Now you go to a club. Now it was water. It was my birthday too, y'all. We was like, what is?
Well, for me, it didn't seem whack. It's just like I think I really outgrew.
Right now, that jump was designed whack. I'm for real, baby. It was whack. Because we went somewhere else after that. We went somewhere between then and now. I think we went somewhere. It was better than that. That jump was whack. So like when the all white party, whose birthday was that? Worms on. And it wasn't even packed, and we had more fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was cool.
He be picking them whack.
I just think that, but that was bougie too.
Them bougie spots ain't, but he like them.
I just think that I'm really. Well, I've never been like club.
Yeah, you ain't really a club.
Like I go, but I'm not. I don't know what it is. I love music. I like to dance, but it's something about the club
I like when I go to a club and they take me back. Like play some old music and the new. Like I need to hear boom. I used to have nothing. Now I got a whole lot of everything. Then you know what I'm saying? You can play something new. You know what I'm saying? You can play some new Lucci, new Ghana and all that. But then you gotta take me back to LO. They know. So I feel I be liking to go back. You know what I'm saying? For a little bit. I don't like.
I'll be honest. One place I actually did have a lot of fun at, it was my first time at strip club when you took me.
Oh, we had a ball.
Now that was fun.
Yeah, we had a ball.
I forgot the name of that club, but that was fun.
Vivid.
That
Might
was
need a
fun.
Vivid round. I need to go do a Vivid round. But you gotta come with your money when we go to Vivid. But we had
That was
fun.
fun. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And that, even before your brother had pulled up, it was still
Yeah,
fun.
we still
It
have
was a
that
good vibe.
performed. That was a good show. Like, heck yeah, that was good. But then, like I said, I went to too many strip clubs with parties. You know how much all my shows was at strip clubs.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I was plugged in with them. For real. But yeah, man, y'all.
And well, minus your people sitting there like going up on the lawn, but Mila was cool too.
Yeah. Now that was the spot back in the. They always been straight though. You know, we was deep though.
Mila was nice.
Yeah. We was definitely deep. I had all my homeboys there too. That was a lot of people there. That was deep. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, if I would have stayed consistent, I feel like with doing the music and popping out them clubs and going deep like that, it would have got somewhere because I was getting pretty known in the clubs.
Well, remember that conversation we had?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay.
Let me talk about it offline.
We don't have to. It ain't that bad.
Oh. But yeah.
It was just like, I think, because Mila was what? I had it on a stripper dress, so it had to be like, what, spring? It wasn't spring. Mila was what, like March?
You know, it's great. That's another. See, but you gotta think that all the clubs that I like shut down. Mila, 1145. That was the last. That was it. Remember, that was it. And Mila ain't there no more.
Yeah.
The club under me. Remember, it was other clubs on that spot. But what I'm saying, that club shut down. Google it.
Mila?
Yes.
I thought we just passed it the other
It's
night.
clubs on this in the same plaza, like in the same building. It's clubs under that.
Are we talking about the same club?
Yes, baby, with the parking lot. That's an open parking lot. You gotta pay to park. Y'all, we didn't gave y'all. How long I been on here? 3 hours. I ain't even think that. Y'all seen Mr. What's that dude? I seen Coach Vic cam up today. That's a big one. Hey y'all, wait till y'all see Iceberg thumbnail. Iceberg, why I see on your thumbnail, you got a gorilla in the cage, you got a naked mole right in his hand, you got a giraffe, and you got a dude that look like me with a fade and a nappy fro. Y'all, somebody go ask Iceberg, is any of them people me? Y'all look at Iceberg thumbnail. It's just is any of this me? All right, y'all. I love y'all, man. We're about to get off, man. Thank y'all for supporting.